All right, welcome to the Shake Up. What's happening, everybody? I'm your host, Wild Bill. It's handicapping guru Popo coming at you with the know. What up, Popo?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's shaking, man?
Listen, I picked up my energy there.
Yeah, I felt your energy burst. As a matter of fact,
all that extra energy there?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing. What a creep. So, news of the day. Paul's horse is scratched out of the 7th race. No Harry E. Gee, I won't be able to root against him this time. I hate that horse. Oh, man, I think we're a little loud over here. Wonder City, currently on the outside. Thank you.
Hold up, I'm trying to get the...
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to get... I thought I had the chat up over here again, and it's...
Hey, Pie Man in the house. Hey, happy Freaky Friday. Here's to you. I'm having a little Seagram 7. Paul's trying to sophisticate me. Weaning me off the jack.
Oh, what's going on?
What are you doing over there? Forgot how to pop out your chat?
Yeah, that's it.
I hear you. What up, Clutch? What up, Pino?
I'll be in for a new computer pretty soon.
That's been for a while. That has been for a while. So, listen, we got a little bit with Aqueduct today, later in the day.
Well, next race, actually. Fourth race.
Fourth race?
Yep.
Next race, 4th race. Well, they started early.
Mm-hmm.
4 races already. Shit, what time they start?
So I tried...
10?
No, like noon, probably.
4 races already? It's only been an hour.
I don't know.
11 o'clock, I bet you. Anyway, so we're going to do the 4th race at Aqueduct. And then what else do we like over there?
I don't know, 4th, 5th, something.
Something, he said.
Just a little bit. So Gulfstream Park West been basically annoying to me. Yesterday I only had 3 plays there. Luckily I caught the last one, a 28-1 winner, but I didn't take full advantage of it. Chalk runs second and I didn't catch the exacta. But other than that, Gulfstream is still leaving me...
Scratching your head.
Yeah, kind of annoyed, kind of almost done with it. They're off the turf again.
Let's say it's some rain, huh?
Yeah, 2 days ago it was sloppy. Dude, do you see pop-up chat? What's going on here?
Pop out your chat. Nope, there it is.
All right, I'm so distracted right now. Let me just get this on. So I tried to download Churchill last night, Aqueduct, and Gulfstream, but shit came up. I was only able to handicap a little bit of Aqueduct, almost none of Churchill. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to play Churchill because I thought the track was favoring outside, but it looks like a race just got over with and another 1-horse win. So maybe I don't want to deal with Churchill today.
Nope. Let's go to Aqueduct then and see where we're at with race 4 over there.
All right, let me just get everything set up because for some reason...
Pie Man said he got fucked up at the Knicks game last night. He had to take the day off of work today.
There you go.
When he got himself a foot massage and he's sitting in with us. That sounds like a great day, actually. I could take a foot massage. Wish I could talk my wife into giving me one. I ain't had a foot massage in a long time. Actually, I went in for a pedi about 6 months ago. That was really awesome. You ever gone for a pedicure, dude? Oh, man, it was good shit.
They're not touching my feet.
Oh, man, they put you in a massage chair now. The chair massages you head to toe, where your feet are soaking in a hot, bubbly bath. It's smelly good. And you got this pretty little Asian girl playing with your feet. What more could you ask for? And her English was horrible. I liked it even better. I love when they got broken English.
Okay, what we got? I think Gulfstream is the first race we're looking at here.
Oh, I thought you said we were going to go to Aqueduct, race 4.
Oh, we're going by time. Aqueduct's just went off. Gulfstream's going to be the next race.
All right, Gulfstream.
I don't think this is a great race.
All right. What up, Hebert?
Sounds like a new name. Hebert. Oh, Michael Hebert.
He's been around. He said, I'll take Cleveland Browns out to the club, but not as a football team. Bunch of thugs over there in Cleveland. The doghouse full of thugs. You're worse than the Bills Mafia now.
What are these guys doing?
Winston,
On the couch, they're off the couch.
trying to take a load off.
All right, let's get started. Taking me a while. Do I still need this?
Okay. First race, 5.5 furlongs.
No more.
On the dirt. Maiden claiming $35,000.
All right, so like I said, Gulfstream got me a little annoyed right now.
Reggae Revolution, the 1 horse, first time starter. We don't have no opinion on it. The 2 horse. Where's your marks?
Where are my marks?
Race 7. What are you doing? Get your shit together, Paul. Race 4. Race 4.
Did I really do these marks in blue? Wait a minute, something's off. This is yesterday's program.
Wah, wah. What the fuck?
Well, you know what?
You are discombobulated.
No, you want to know what? So
What?
yesterday I download. You know how I need my Windows shit to go download the shit and generate
Yeah.
the programs, right?
Okay.
So my computer decided to update on its own. So it's doing all the fucking updates. It took like an hour. So Parsons had to send me all the programs yesterday, right? So when I finally got the computer all done and was ready to go mess with everything, nothing worked. It was like,
Oh, great.
yeah, everything was just flashing on. It was opening pages, closing pages. I thought I got a virus or something, and I don't use that computer for anything. All it does is go to Brisnet and email. That's all it does.
We got a special computer for that?
Uh-huh.
It's not this one that's been assaulted
Oh no,
for years.
this is my sex box. This computer been through everything.
What are you doing? Switching couches? Are you just trying to weasel over there?
So anyways, he had to then send me the stuff to my tablet, but I did fix that computer. It wasn't that. Once I restarted it, everything worked fine.
All right.
So I wasn't, because I was fucking around with all of that, I wasn't able to handicap everything I wanted to.
Okay.
Because last Sunday we sucked.
Sunday was
The cards sucked.
Big
I noticed the
brutal.
last few days at Gulfstream, we haven't been betting any money. Like yesterday, I played 3 races. Come on.
I hear
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
Well, it's because everything else sucks so bad. So I wanted to have more races today.
All right, let's go.
Anyway, so we got 5.5 furlongs on the dirt. Maiden claiming 35,000. First time starters. This one, I do nothing with first timers. Just not part of my game. I keep saying it, and it'll never change.
Want to play a $2 Quinella today?
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, Reggae Revolution. First time
Wait a
starter.
minute. You can't throw me off with that. Get me irritated, then tell me to come on. All right, so the 2 horse. Oh, he was slow. Match strides with the slowest winner at the second call. Third call, we don't got. 2 races ago, he was slow. So I got my betting board up. I need to see the odds. So they're betting this one.
Hey, Kevin, what up? Watching us from Texas, my man.
Wow.
New to the
goodness.
show. Got a
All
Texas
right,
fella
got
in
a
the
new guy
house.
too. That sounds like a new name, Kevin. What's up? Okay, the 3 horse. Average. Oh, that was an average first call last race, huh? Average match strides with the slowest winner, then just fell completely out of it. Lightly raced, every right to improve. 4, another first timer. I'll keep saying it. It'll never be a part of my game. I ignore them. I probably don't like this race, by the way, guys. The 5 horse. Good first race, every right to improve. So everyone that only ran 1 race has every right to improve. Horses tend to improve most on their second time out. Wouldn't it be a surprise? We've been going against a lot of these maiden claiming races. They haven't been that great for us right now. But anyways, he at least showed a little bit of talent. He do it for the first call. He almost earned a triangle. Triangle would be match strides with the fastest winner that day, so second's good. But then he slowed it down and kind of fell apart. He ended up going slow for the final call. Still finished 3 by 13, so there was a couple much the best winners. 6 and 7, no opinion on first time starters. And you know what? There's just nothing here for me to even care about.
Mac in the house, Parsons in the house for lunchtime only. What up, Parsons? What up, Mac?
Yeah. So that's why we tried to get other races today. Because of races like this at Gulfstream. So our first place is probably going to be at Aqueduct. You can't make heads or tails of this, or do you even want to?
No.
What is it, 5 at?
4-1.
You know, with that odds, it's a little tempting at that.
Yeah,
odds,
but look at the chalk, the 1-horse first time starter. They got some kind of word on his ass.
Well, we don't give a shit what they say.
I hear you.
If you gave a shit about the board,
Yeah, Harry, he is scratched.
if you cared what the board says in horse racing,
I don't care what the board
for you.
says. The only time I like to watch what the board's doing is when there's a bunch of first time starters in there. Because I feel like somebody out there has got a lot more information on first time starters than we do. And that's why I don't like watching them. You know what I mean?
But everyone has more information on first time starters because I don't even acknowledge them.
I hear you. Mac and Company says he took karate lessons with Miles Garrett.
Who's Miles Garrett?
That fucking fool that hit the roof last night. Clutch says the only good races at Gulfstream today are race 6 and 7.
Man, you better not be right about that, Clutch. So everybody knows we put the warning out on these days that they scratch off the turf, drying out days. I haven't even seen the track yet. You know, we always put it out. We struggle a little bit more at, well, usually it's Gulfstream because Gulfstream Park West has had decent weather.
There's Aqueduct. Race 4.
How much time we got?
Oh,
we definitely want to watch Gulfstream.
I left Gulfstream up.
Oh, here, give this to me.
I left Gulfstream up and I put on Aqueduct.
Just go to Aqueduct straight up.
No, you can leave the race at Gulfstream.
Well, we got 14 minutes. No, I'm saying let's just handicap Aqueduct.
Yeah, that's what I put it over there for.
Gotcha.
Race 4, Aqueduct. Jigs in the house. What up, Jigs? Here to you, brother.
Hey.
Paul says, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm back to my low energy.
Hey. What kind of greeting is that?
Dude, you're blowing out my eardrums.
Shut up. Hey.
Okay, so Aqueduct, we've been having a lot of success at Aqueduct lately. Just not playing it enough. I've been leaning towards the outside of the track there. I haven't watched any of the first 3 races so far. Just because me and Bill, it takes a while to set everything up for us. So we've been looking at the outside of the track, catching a lot of winners there. Like I said, just not playing it enough. But this 4th race, I decided to handicap. It was going to be on the show. It's a 14,000 non-winners, 3 lifetimes, 6.5 furlongs. Okay, so the one's last race, I couldn't rate it. It was probably a 1-race sample that day. 2 races ago, he was slow, average, slow, while on the lead.
Oh, my mind, Irad fell off his horse yesterday at Aqueduct.
3 races ago, outside of the track was good. This horse was in 8-hole that day. That was a race he was won. He was average. Second call was the slowest winner of the day. And then the third call was just average. So to me, that doesn't look like that taxiing of a race. It looked like he just ran a bias. I don't really care that much about him. The 2-horse was average, slow last race. 2 races ago, average, slow again. 3 races ago, stalking closing day. He came out fast, earned a heart at the second call, my highest mark. Then he was just average. That's a good race. He hasn't won. He's been running the same consistent 70-some speed figure there. I like him better than the 1, but let's keep going. Oh, you new guys, if it sounds like we're just going through the races for the first time today, we are. I put my marks up the night before or the morning of. I really don't go through. We're biased players over here. We go with track trends and stuff, so we kind of let what's going on at the track that day. So all I do, it takes me a while to put my marks up to look up all these races, but we are going. We're looking at this for the first time as a handicapping way. So
All right, 3 horse.
3 horse was fast. First call was faster than the fastest winner last race. Second call was a fastest winner. So he was fast that day and then it finished average. That's a real good race. 2 races ago, he was slowest winner of the day. My marks that I have the most problem with. Why don't we put the odds over here? I want to look up the first 3 races to see what was going on at Aqueduct too.
Not Sure in the house. What up, Not Sure? He likes this race 4. Lots of nice horses.
First race at Aqueduct, it came in 4.31. That was a mile on the dirt. Second race.
Max L in the
It
house.
came in 7.48. It was a mile on the turf. So I'm not looking at turf races. I'm saying that I saw the dirt races were favoring outside for most of the meet. And then last race, the 3-1, but he paid $360. I think he was the widest horse on the track when they hit the wire, 3-5-1. So far the results not telling me much. I'm going to keep going here. The 4 horse. Last race, I had him running on a bad rail. He was in the 2-hole that day. He came out average, fast, average. 2 races ago, I couldn't rate that race. It was a 1-race sample. The 5 horse, last race, the timer malfunctioned. I don't know what to do with that race. The speed figure went way down. He was wide. 2 races ago, he was average, slow, slow. 3 races ago, stalking closing day, he was just average, average, average. Kind of looks like he's more often bad form or not to me. 6 horse, outside of the track was good last race. He was in the 5-hole. Says he got a 4-wide trip. Slow, average, average. And then the 7 horse, average, average, slow last race. And the 8 horse was a complete average race last race. It's at 6-5 here. Just make sure I got enough time. Hey, what's up, Ken Dunn? Oh, Max Hale, what's up, Max? Yeah, I think I did see that he was replaced on all his mounts today. Okay, I don't know why that keeps freezing. Oh, man. So yesterday, for the most part, at Gulfstream Park West, I think they were wiring most of the day. There was, I think, 1 race that a horse came from 4 lengths off. Other than that, I think they did wire all the other races today, yesterday. Hey, Max, I don't like anyone in the first race at Gulfstream. I think there's 4 first-timers. There's 4 first-timers, so automatically half the field is dangerous. You know I don't do anything with them. I got no feel for them. I think 5 was the horse that I thought of the horses that ran had the best look. Yeah, it was 5 that I thought had the most look. Everyone's lightly raced. Everyone in this race has a right to improve. Even the 2. Yeah, there's just nothing here for me. I don't see a real edge at all. So we're just completely ignoring the race. I just want to see the running style and where they run at the track today there for that first race. The non-event for the most part. What, in the second race at Gulfstream? They're off the turf today, right? Yeah, they're off. In the second race, I'm just glancing at it. I think I'm gonna like the 5 and the 6 in that second race, Ronnie. If you're looking for a double or something at Gulfstream, if you're talking about Gulfstream. I know this 5 has a 30-1 morning line. I thought the rail was bad last time he ran. It was a stalking closing day for sure. He might prove to be cheap speed. I thought speed was doing good on the dirt. He's going to be my long shot. I don't know if we'll get anything near 30-1 with all the scratches. I think other than that, probably just glancing at it, is probably going to be the 6 or the possibly the 1. I probably like the 6 better than the 1, but probably those 2 horses. Gulfstream, like I said, I'm backing away from Gulfstream Park West. The first part of the meet was huge for us. I've been coming up with a few good winners there, but they seem to be tougher calls for me. They haven't been the standout kind of horses. You know, we got more horses shipping in right now, getting ready for Tampa. And for some reason, they're giving us a ton of first-time starter races.
Woo! Boy, my glasses fogged up. Oh, man. Max L says we need to get some winners. He needs to put down a deposit on his new apartment. Ken Dunn in the house. What up, Ken? From Edmonton, Canada. All right, Edmonton. Over the Oilers, baby. Who you like in race 1 at the golf? Nobody.
Yep, I already went through that.
Ken Dunn says he's going to go 5 over 1, 2, 3 to go over that. Ronnie Perez in the house. What up, Ronnie?
No, that's just him giving his pick. We got nothing here.
Ronnie says who you like in the second race. We ain't got that far yet.
No, I told you, you missed half the show.
Oh,
I kind of glanced and answered their questions. Yeah, I kind of glanced.
So what do you like in this Aqueduct race? Can I look back at it since I wasn't able to? I mean,
Yeah.
Winston was standing in front of the door, dude. I knew he had to go. He's getting good, man.
Well,
Good boy.
Do your job. Tell me who's the speed. Let's figure this out.
I already know 3 and 4 going for the lead as far as I saw already. So I got to the 4. All right. So let me look at the 5 here. The 5. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He got a closing move. Okay, 5. Okay, the 6. Oh, he got a nice stalking closing move. For 6.
Where's my
Number
phone? Because
7.
I know Matt sent, or a person sent me a play that he liked. Oh no, that was the first race at Aqueduct.
Oh man, that 7 horse. What happened to his
You know
last
what?
turn?
We're gonna have to
bumped
go
at the start. He was bumped at the start.
Blow up Gulfstream.
All right. What did we say the bias was over there at Aqueduct? Outside?
I've been leaning towards outside at Aqueduct.
So who'd you like?
I haven't said anything yet. I've been trying to get this Gulfstream race underway so I can go and do Aqueduct, but they're fucking Gulfstream doing what Gulfstream does.
Drag it out?
Yeah. I might as well just talk about Aqueduct while...
Paul, hit that exact that I sent to you earlier, Aqueduct. Did not pay much, but $28 for $2. Parsons said.
That was the first race. Yeah, I didn't even get to look at it.
Max out went 2.5 at the golf. We liked the 5. We thought there was a
No,
lot
I
of
just
danger.
thought the 5 had the best shot of the horses I seen run.
Right, so you like
And
the
I said,
5.
no, that's not, dude, don't put words in my mouth. I don't give a pick on a race I don't like.
Well, I don't like the race at all.
Well, say you don't like anybody.
I don't like anybody. I did say that.
And when you don't put money on shit, you don't like anything in my book.
You know, I feel like you're trying to bully me right now.
No.
I feel bullied.
When you sit there and keep saying, well, Paul likes the 5, and that's not what I said, I'm not going to let it go.
Well, you like the 5 the most on paper. How's that? Other ones that are
I also
ran.
said the 2 had the second best shot.
All right.
But I'm not playing the race. If I'm not playing the race, there's no reason to say what I like. I don't like the race.
The 2 look like the
We
best
don't have
horse.
to have an opinion on a bad race. We don't need an opinion on a bad race.
2-1.
2, 1,
4.
4, 6, 5. There's the 5 finally
There's
showing
your
up.
5. 2, 1, 4. 2, 1, 4.
All right, let's get Aqueduct.
Max's pick 5 is alive. Pick 5 is alive. Got some faulty clicking going on over there.
You know what? I did a heavy arm workout yesterday, and my arms are not working. Dude, I tried to type after working out yesterday, and it was brutal. It was so fucking brutal. Oh, there's the other chat right there. I never had to go. So the start of the show where I was looking for it. All right, so Aqueduct.
Oh, you blow out my eardrum.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you blow my eardrum every day.
This
So
is not
Aqueduct-
Aqueduct. You took us off the damn sheet, you freak.
I got to put in a bet. We were waiting and dicking around at Gulfstream for no reason, just to see a bunch of nothing here. Aqueduct, I am betting the 6 and the 4. I'm hoping that the outside of the track is good. I haven't watched the race today. But we were messing around waiting for that Gulfstream to go, and I wanted to go through this race. Sorry about that.
It's all your fault.
It is
Paul.
it's my fault waiting on the Gulfstream that I keep being loyal to, even when I shouldn't.
Well, 3 got the lead.
And I only touched this. I didn't go crazy on the bet. It's obviously not a prime bet.
Sister Emily at 25-1.
I want the 6 to angle out if he can. And it's going to be the 8.
7's done.
6 is done too, I think. Dude, I wish I had time to look at this race good, especially if this damn 5 wins. Five. Come on, 4.
Can't believe he gave up on that 3.
Come on, 4 and 6. Come on, 6, one more time. Well, that looks like outside of the track to me when you get a 27 to 1.
8.
When you get a 27 to 1, 9 to 1, or 27 to 1, 7 to 1, and 5 to 2. I'm looking at the outside of the track without a fucking doubt.
Right, that was 5, 6, 8, right?
Yeah, 5, 6, 8. Five, 6, 8, 4.
Who was that 5? That's Gulfstream.
Was it 5? We didn't have time because of me. On a race that I said I was
5
all
was the
about.
closer.
Because we had 5 was 5 was a strong stalker, I think.
Let's see.
Slide that down.
There he is right there.
5 outside of the track was good. He stalked.
Go down a little bit more.
Oh, I'm not on the 5. I'm looking at the 6. 5 was a timer guy.
Yeah, stalker closer.
Oh, your dog snores. That would drive me nuts.
Are you kidding me? He's the quiet one of the bunch. Maggie and Spike are the loudest snorers. Spike's the loudest.
God, I wish I had this race again to go over with some time. I really, really do.
Dude, that cigar smells like asshole. Dude,
You don't
that
like
thing's
this
nasty.
brand?
No, it's gross.
We don't like that brand.
No.
6 ran a good race for me. 5 was all over the track, but I don't think it's enough to take anyone down. There is an objection here, isn't there? What is that? Objection? Can I get lucky here? I still, even if they take this 5 down, I still wish I had a few minutes to look at and put a bet together here.
What's it over? Oh, he crossed in front of him right there?
He cut him off there.
Zigzagging. He's
He
zigzagging.
cut him off there. I don't think that's enough. I honestly don't think that's enough. As much as I want it to be enough, I don't think it's enough.
He's looking back, dude. He's steering that horse. He's NASCAR driving that horse. He took a peek back. He steered that horse in front of them. He sure did.
It's on the big screen TV too.
Yeah, he looked back. He did that shit on purpose.
I honestly don't think it's enough. But you know what? I'm rooting to get lucky here.
He did it to him 2 or 3 times. He really pushed him out of his lane right there.
Did the 6 ever stop whipping? I don't know if the 6 stopped whipping. See, right here, it looks like the 6 had a real shot at him. But you know what? He never pulled up. There was never a steady there. You know what? If I was on the 5, I wouldn't want this to be taken down. I would have been arguing the other way.
Pino says he thinks he's coming down. That was pretty bad right there. That was about as bad as it gets, though, huh?
You know what? The 6 did stop whipping. The 6 did stop whipping. You know, I don't know.
Well, he made
I'm
that
both
hard
ways
move
on
towards him.
this.
He made that hard move towards him. Man, today feels like a heavy smoking day. You smoking on that thing's making me want to smoke.
Don't smoke, man.
Yeah, I'm
You
trying to
usually
cut back.
smoke.
Trying to cut back.
Here's the thing. If I would have had time, I think I would have caught this exactly either way. No, they're leaving him up. They're leaving him up. And you know what? I'm not even gonna. I wish I had time to look at that race. And I had time. I'm waiting on a Gulfstream race that all I want to do is see. That's what pisses me off. Because we call it what I call outside of the track.
Outside.
It's outside of the fucking track. That's what I'm called. That's what I'm going with.
Hey, Nick C in the house. What up?
Yep, he's not coming down. They got it official. You know, I don't know. Why am I having so much problems with this?
Dude, you're all over the fucking place. I don't know what's wrong with you. Killing me over there. You're killing me, man.
We don't ever get help on inquiries, do we?
Never.
Can you remember the last time we were put up on one
About 6 months ago, we did. About 6 months ago, but in the same race, we also had one of the contenders did not run. Remember, he stayed in a gate or whatever the fuck, and then we had an inquiry in the same fucking race, and we got put up, but we got sliced into. Remember that? About 6 or 7 months ago. So,
I vaguely remember it, but they declared the horse caught in the gate a non-starter.
Right, and it fucked us.
And it killed
Our ticket.
We won the ticket, but
Right.
dude, they took like way too much money
Right.
from us.
Like half. I think money would have been a little more than half.
Because I think our winner was a big long shot, and the horse that got let in the gate was a big favorite. I do vaguely recall what you're talking about.
And then we had an inquiry, and the inquiry put us up.
What's up, Nick?
And we also had an inquiry one time on a photo, and we won a photo inquiry, like by the slimmest of margins.
Oh well, that's racing. I'm
Yeah, that's
talking about getting
But
took
no.
up or put down.
No, only one time. And one time it happened, we got a price cut.
Yeah, it seems like we've been getting the other stick of
like,
late
damn
for a
it.
while.
We've been pulled down before.
Yeah, we've been put. That's what I'm saying. We've been pulled down a
Yeah.
lot more than we've been helped out. You know, all honesty, that I thought that ejection was a 50-50 call.
Only 5 horses in the next race, Paul, at Gulfstream.
Oh God, why do I keep banging my head with Gulfstream? I know why I keep banging my head with Gulfstream, but
Race 3?
we're going to race 2, buddy.
Race 2.
What's this 5 at?
How's there only 5 horses? Oh, 4's a scratch, 3's a scratch, 2's a scratch.
Why is that marked up blue like that?
Because when you grabbed the clicker away from me, I accidentally clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
All right, mile and a 16th, not on the turf. I say again, not on the turf. Or on the dirt, mile and 16th.
Is it still going to be a mile 16th, or do they change the distance here?
Where you see that over here on the board.
Oh, it's still a mile 16th. It's right here. It will run on the main track at 1 mile and 1/16. You know how 7.5 furlongs, they switch it to 7 furlongs? Okay, so the one horse.
She's right again.
So
Damn.
I already kind of glanced and said who I kind of like. I do think the one's a contender. I like this horse a little bit closer to the pace than last race. It was Stalker closing day. That first call, because it was a mile and 1/8 race, they don't include it in my form. So that's why there's a slash, but he was slow than average. Remember, I only handicapped to the first 6 furlongs on these route races. Deep closers like them always have bad marks when you're coming from that far out. He still managed to finish 3x2. Last race, he was at the stretch call. He got himself in position 2x2. You guys know how I like horses, closers, to be within 3 lengths at the top of the stretch. The thing is, this horse is not, I mean, he does close sometimes. This is one of those horses that annoy the hell out of me.
He's 4 to 5.
Sometimes he's going, okay, so 4 to 5, first of all, we don't do that much work on him. But let me just finish the thought. This is an annoying horse for me because this horse has been able to run good, coming way out of it. He's ran good stalking, and he's won while wiring. So these horses always annoy me because I'm guessing about their running style. Most horses, they fall into a running style category. This horse tends to do everything well, but he changes the makeup of the race each time. But 4 to 5, I don't worry that much about him. He's a contender. He's not what we're going to be on.
Break
anyways.
this 5 down.
The 2 and the 3, well, I
They're
already
scratched.
kind of did. The 2 and the 3 are scratched.
4 scratch.
4 scratched too. So I already mentioned that we're probably not going to get the 30 to 1 on the 5. I kind of like the 5.
It's 10 to 1.
It was a bad rail stalking closing day. He was stuck in the 2-hole. He got an asterisk for running against the bias. He went faster than the fastest winner for the first 2 calls. And I think that's a good race. I still like the price at 10 to 1. This I already said was my kind of long shot play. 2 races go stalking closing day. I couldn't look up the times because I don't know what they're doing on these forms right now. Because when I get my information from the chart, the timer was non-available. This came up yesterday too. And then when the form comes out, so I think they're either hand timing these races when the times weren't available, but I don't trust them. Yesterday, in one of the races, I gave 2 horses 3 hearts. They didn't run worth a shit.
No shit.
And I was playing with Parsons, and I gave the whole spiel about I think they're hand timing these races when that happens off the video, and I don't trust the times.
All right.
So last race, all I know that it was a stalking closing day. You earned a fairly competitive speed figures. I don't like speed figures, but this is my long shot play here. The 6 horse, he does have speed, but he's not that kind of all-out kind of speed horse, kind of like the 1 horse. I think if both of those, the 1 and the 6 sits back, that's where I think this 5 is going to get an easy lead. But the 2 earned second at the first call last time. That means he went 1 tick slower than the fastest winner of the day. Then he was average. It was a good race. He finished 3 by 2. He's about 5 to 2, so he's not playing against this horse isn't going to make or break our day. I always favor my longer shots than I do the obvious contenders. 2 races ago, he was average, almost earned a fast for the 3rd call that race. All his races, these are all turf horses too, by the way. I'm rating their turf races. So that was a good race. He won that race. So the 2 horses I liked the most were the 5 and the 6 here. The 7 horse, stalking closing day. He did a deep stalk that day, almost won. He was average. His speed figure went up, improved like 7 to 10 points from his usual 70s. I think that's because he had a stalking closing day that day. 2 races ago, he was slow, average. Didn't get in position at the top of the stretch. 3 races ago, running on the dirt. This horse does have dirt form, but we know in August that the rail was really good. He had the rail. He was also the slowest winner of the day. He won by stalking. So I don't think he's going to be a speed threat here. And then the 8 horse. Slow, matched strides with the slowest winner at the 2nd call. Then he was slow again. Didn't get in position at the top of the stretch. Looks bad form. 2 races ago, slow. Didn't get in position at the top of the stretch. Finished 4 by 11, but there was only 6 horses in that race. 3 races ago, he did finish 3 by 4. I didn't look up that race. Just a deep closer right there. Didn't get in position at the top of the stretch again. This horse kind of looks, he's either off form or he was just too far above his level in all those stakes races.
His only time on the dirt was his worst race.
Yeah, and he had the 1 hole that day too, but does he look like a 7-furlong horse to you? He doesn't really look like a sprinter to me. I tell you what, this horse might be worth a play. I'm not going to play him, but he might be worth a play if you want to say those $75,000 and $100,000 stakes were a bit over his head. I'm calling him bad form, but he might have just been over his head those races. I noticed in February and January he was a little more, more on the pace. One of those races he almost wired. The other one he stalked from 2 lengths off. I don't think 5 to 1 on him is the worst bet.
Hey, I like 5-7 for an exacta.
I don't like the exactas at all here.
5-7?
Well, I like what the payoff's going to be, but do I really believe in the 7? No. I don't think it's a 2-horse exacta, not with the 1 and the 6 in here.
Well, you could box 5, 6, 7, 8.
4-horse exacta box in a fucking 6-horse field. Take a stand somewhere. Why don't we just go all? Yeah, I think you wait a minute. 1, 2. You said box 4 horses out of 5 horses. Bill, look at me. I don't recommend Bill's exacta box right
No,
there.
I like
sorry.
a 5, 7. I like 5, 7. If I was going to play an exact, I'd play 5, 7. And I'd probably,
You know what?
do 7, 5.
To me, I don't think it's a good exacta race because I think even though I'm playing against the 1, I think you got to respect the 1 here. I still think you got to respect the 6. And I don't have 100% complete faith in this 5 getting an easy lead. By the way.
Ken likes a 6, 7. He said, look at the numbers on the 6. Proven speed figures on the 6. Hey, 369 in the house. What up, baby?
Oh, 6 is the horse I like. There's nothing to look at. I like the 6 and the 5 here. 6 and the 5 are my 2, 6 and 5 are my 2 top choices. Let's look for doubles. I don't think this is an exacta race.
You took the clicker. How much time do we got left at Aqueduct? Did we like race 5 at Aqueduct?
We go handicap it. I got it handicap.
All right, quick look in race 3.
All right.
Oh, first time starter.
This is another maiden claiming 35,000. They've been throwing them up at us. I haven't been enjoying these races like I usually do. I'm not sure the running style bias at Gulfstream West right now.
5.5 furlongs on the dirt.
Wednesday, I made good money because the track was outside and I stuck on that outside bias, and that was great. Yesterday, it was kind of a speed bias and everyone was running from inside. So it's been kind of flopping for us way too much. So the 1 is first time starter. I don't care about him. The 2-horse came out slow last race, matched strides with the slowest winner that day. Earlier this month, speed's been favorable there, so not the worst race. He was 3/7. The 3-horse came out, matched strides with the slowest winner, then was slow. 24-2 on the turf is just ridiculously slow. The 4-horse, another. I'm leaning towards there's no doubles here either because the 5-horse, bad rail last race. He was in the 6 or 8 hole. Remember my vision. He was slow, so the bad rail didn't hurt him 2 races ago. He was slow. 3 races ago, bad rail. He was in the 3 hole. This horse has been good at being slow. The 5-horse, I don't keep track of Delaware. Got nothing to say about that other than he might show some speed. The 7-horse I kind of like.
Blatt, I'll get back to that. I'll put it in front of him here in a minute.
He almost earned 2 triangles last race and slowed it down. He showed the most talent so far. He came from the 10 hole. He was 41-1 last race. I kind of like him. If there's any play I'm going to do, that would be the double. I got to know the first time starters.
What's the payoff going to be?
I probably usually he's 7-2. What? He's 7-2 morning line. We got to look it up. I like a 12-1. Let's look it up. 5-6 with the 2. 5 with the 2 is paying 145. Yeah, I want it.
You know what you're doing that? I'm going to do a win place on the 5.
I'm betting the 5.
It's okay. I'm going to do a separate win place on
I'm
it.
betting the 5. The 5 to the 7 is paying 95. I'm playing both of those. The 6 to the 2 is 14 for $1 and 22 to the 7. You know what? I'm going to play both of those too.
Okay, so what are you playing?
5 and 6 to the 2 and the 7. I'm going to go on the lighter side because I'm still going to bet this 5 to win.
All right. How much time do we before Aqueduct starts? Aqueduct's got a 14-horse race. next
All right,
race.
let me get my bet.
All right, so Blatt says, question, do track biases tend to be more important with longer races than shorter races?
No.
Or does it matter?
It's wherever you find them. It's honestly wherever you find them.
Carson says, yeah, this next race at Aqueduct's a good betting race.
It doesn't matter. The thing that matters with biases is they really got to be there. If you're just seeing things and they're not there, doesn't matter. But if you got a legit bias, if the bias is strong, it doesn't matter.
What
We're
about
playing the 7 and the 2 next year.
Yeah, 2-7. Like when I noticed that they shaved the grass tighter on the inside at Gulfstream Park.
Yeah, I don't.
Or that brown streak.
I don't know.
There was a conveyor belt that day. What are you talking about?
That one day, but the grass was just as short the second day, and it was all closers. And I told you that. You spotted it the one day. And dude, like I said, I'm a huge bias.
How much
player.
time before Aqueduct?
But even I admit that, it could just be coincidence. It could just be.
Dude, you got 5 minutes to a 14-horse
Okay, we're
field.
going to Aqueduct. Right now, these races are jumping on top of each other. So Aqueduct, I'm only interested in the inside of the track. You might as well do this.
No, outside.
Outside, I'm fucking so sorry right now.
Outside. We're interested in the outside of the track.
At Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
All right, so we got the 5th race. I'm going to have to go really fast here. The one, okay, average, slow, average. I'm not interested just because he's inside of the track. The 2, I'm not interested because he's on the inside of the track. 3, I'm not really interested because he's inside of the track. 4 horse, first time starter. I ignore him. That's what I do. The 5 horse, I'm finally starting to get a little interested. He was fast at the first call last race, then he was average. He finished slow. I don't think that's the worst race. This is the 2nd race out. He can improve. He could even bounce. But I think he's going to be, right now he's 11-1, so I'm interested.
It's a Ford.
The 6 horse. At Keeneland, slow, average, slow. Outside the track was good at Keeneland. It should be good here. I just don't think that race was that great. I like others. His speed figures, if you like him, I wouldn't get off him just because he's outside. You are getting 5-1 on him. He doesn't look like the worst 5-1. The 7 horse. 5-2. I was hoping to get a little bit of odds here. So last race at Belmont, he matched strides. He was almost the fastest winner of the day that day. The first 2 calls, he matched strides with the fastest winner. At the 3rd call, that 112-4, he was one tick off. So 112-3 is what the fastest winner that race did. That's a good race. I'm just not that interested in 5-2 for the most part. But I think he's a solid contender here. The 9 horse, average. Last race, 2 races ago, the inside was good. He had the 3 hole. He was slow that day, but that looks like it could have been a real speed favoring day because 22 and 346 usually isn't slow. His speed figure was decent, still a 75. So I don't believe those were real slows. I think it was a speed favoring track that day. 10's been off a year. I let them beat us, which they have been doing on the show. The 11 horse, average, slow last race on the outside of the track. 2 races ago, I couldn't rate. 3 races ago, while on the turf, he earned a 2nd, fast and average on a stalking closing day. You know what? This horse looks like a sprinter. You're supposed to go fast when you get the turf in a mile and a 16th. I don't know if I really trust how good of thinking that was a good race. I think I like the 13 better. He was average last race. He was kind of in that 3 hole. It said he was 3 wide. I've been thinking the inside of the track wasn't the place to be. I like him off of 2 races ago. Even though that was a route to sprint move on the turf, he did earn 3 hearts for faster than the fastest winner that day. 14 looks bad off form.
Yeah, I want to point out that 13 ran a good race on the dirt, too. way back October 13th to 18.
Where? Dude, you're going back a year.
I know, but he ran good. That's where's another dirt
You
race.
talking about the 13?
Yeah.
I don't think that was a good race.
What about the 27th of June?
I like the 13 just based on him. Why are you trying to do more work?
All right. So
What
I don't
is
care
his
for
odds?
14.
Hold up. What is his odds?
So far, I like 2-7-13.
13 is 10 to 1. I'm already betting him.
I like 2-7-13.
Wait. In the 15th, I looked up those races. I don't know why they're not on the paper, but those races turned out to be slow anyways. I like the 13. I like the 5, 7, 9, 13 are the contenders that I came up with.
Who'd you like?
5, 7, 9, 13, but I'm working on a
5,
bet.
7, 9, 13.
Yeah.
Damn. You talk about me. I only like 2-7-13.
I got a 14
You don't like that
horse
too?
field. Dude, how many times did I say I think the inside of the track is bad?
Yeah, I think so too, but I think he's a hell of a horse.
There is no hell of a horse at maiden claiming 25,000.
Carson's keying the 13 with the 2-6-9.
Wait, so I like a 10 to 1, a 2 to 1, a 9 to 1, and a 14 to 1. 13, 10 to 1, the 10 to 1, not the 14 to 1. I'm doing 2 exacta boxes, 3 horses. Why can't I see?
Who'd you leave off? You liked 5, 7, 9, 13.
I'm not leaving anyone off. I'm trying to hit it more than once.
Oh, and Gulfstream is off.
Blow it up. You can blow it up.
You got the clicker, Dicker.
Oh, then. Fuck.
He says, you can blow it up.
And 1 did get the lead. The 5 didn't even get the lead. The 5 got no shot now. We're dead. We're dead money here unless the 6 wins. The 1 horse was a horse that sometimes he goes the lead, sometimes he doesn't. I just boxed 7, 5, 13. 7, 9, 13. And I'm playing 9 and the 13 in first and second with those same horses. So I'm going 13, 9 with the 13, 9, 7, 5. I got nothing. As soon as the 1 went to the freaking lead, I'm telling you, I'm not reading this track at all right now.
So the 1. Shit, I couldn't tell. Error occurred. We're down. We are down, Paul.
We're not getting any good calls at.
Oh, well.
That's why I said that wasn't an exact
Aqueduct.
rate. Well, it's not like we didn't say the 1 and the 6 weren't the 2 strongest contenders. We wanted the 5 to get the damn lead, and he didn't get nowhere. And I'm still trying to get. I'm trying to do 2 things. Will this hurry up so I can try to get this damn win bet in?
There you go. Man, we're way ahead of TVG.
Are they already off?
No. It looks like they're loading faster on not our feed.
Yeah, I haven't been liking these calls at Gulfstream. I just haven't been liking them.
Man, that 7's a good looking gray. I usually don't like grays.
I need to be really right about the outside of the track here. This is a great betting race.
So the only horse I liked that you didn't like was the 2.
Oh. It's not the one I don't like the 2. I don't like the position he's going to be in at the start of the race.
I hear you.
This is a 14 horse field. You got a lot of horses you like. You got to take some stands. What were we doing Sunday? We were watching Aqueduct saying, damn, Sunday, outside. Who's that missed the break completely?
4.
Looks like the 4.
That 7 looks like he's right.
5 went right to the rail. I mean, he went right to the rail.
7 got steadied twice, 3 times.
7's a white horse, gray back there.
Yeah, with the 6.
I don't like this ride on this 5, no matter what happens now. I don't like the ride.
Hey, Robert Vitale in the house. What up, Rob?
Come on with the outside of this track. 2's up there. Nope, 2's dead. Is that the 10, 9, or 9? Come on, 9. 9's going to be on the rail. Come on with this 9.
Is that the 10 or the 13?
It better be 13-9.
I think that's the 13, ain't it?
Come on, 13-9, and we got a blockbuster. Blockbuster special. Is that the 13-9?
I can't tell. Yep,
I can't tell these calls.
13-9, baby.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Outside of the
right.
fucking track.
13-9. That 2 you right didn't have shit. Parson says, boom.
Woo, that's a big boom, guys.
Boom, baby.
I hate rooting for them because the 14, 15, and 16, all their claws look, so similar.
All right.
We caught the exacta, by the way. I don't know if you guys heard me. I kept saying I got to get this win bet down. I bet the 9 and the 13 to win. We played the 9 and the 13 first and second. We caught exactas all over the place.
Parsons hit it 5 times. Hell yeah.
That's a good lunch,
What I'm
Parsons.
talking about right there.
I know he's only here for lunch. That's a good lunch.
Hey, Mac and Company says our ROI on Fridays is better than any other day. Friday's our new day. Freaky Friday at the Shake Up, baby. Mizzou Man. Boom.
It varies.
Boom, baby.
We didn't get to see how much these exactas are paying, but I don't think it's going to be shit.
Damn, Paul, you just knocked the popcorn down.
Because I'm geeked. And
Louis Grossman in the house. Boom. Pino says, wow, $180 exactor. All right, baby. You heard it here at the Shake Up.
is that for $1 or for 2? I hope that's for $1.
You put the tip jar up, damn it. Where's our tips at?
I'm going to go
Tip jar.
I'm going to go take a nap. My work is done today.
You guys better hit the tip jar.
I'll stop it.
Hell no. I'm a fan of the tip jar. I need some new hunting boots. 90 for $1, so that was for $2.
That's fine.
Not sure says he came up with that shit on his own. He didn't know we were betting that.
I'm spying on your paperwork, not sure. I buy not sure's picks, and then I just claim them as my
Hey,
own.
you know what you guys need to do for us more than the tip jar? You guys really need to start laying down some comments after the video's over that stay with the video. Go to the comment section. We don't care if you want to start a controversy, what the fuck you want to do, but start writing down some comments for us and hit us with them thumbs up. For some reason, YouTube is all into it, and we're not getting enough comments on our videos. Right? How do they do that after the video's over, right? Go down to the comment section, add a comment.
Yeah.
Separate from the chat.
Like hours later.
Yeah, we need that shit. They're going to kick us off YouTube.
No, they're not. It's just we just don't show up.
Trying to create a panic. A hurricane's coming. If you don't hit us with a bunch of comments, the hurricane's going to wipe us out.
Oh, really? Euclid, your program came up with that too. Okay. To me, it's just an outside bias play. That's what it is.
Pino says, thanks, guys. Hey, what up, Daniel? What up, the tip jar, Paul?
I'm ignoring you.
I know you are, because you're a douchebag. You know, your wife needs to seriously talk about your ear hair.
Dude, I just shaved it this morning.
No, dude, that shit is excessive, bro. That's disgusting. You're pulling in the wrong. Hit the nub, yeah. The nub, no, yeah. Fucking thing looks like a hairy little elf in your ear. Look at that shit, dude. It's got an afro.
You ever see those videos where someone would go to a doctor and they pull a cockroach or something out of their ear or something?
I have seen that. Dude, you want to talk about something really gross? Look up the toe bro and watch the toe bro.
That does not sound.
It will fuck you up, man. I'm gonna tell you what. There's nothing worse than someone's fucked up jankety foot, dude. And you know that thing's stinking. He's all down in there pecking at it and pulling on it. Shit freaks me out, man. Louis Grossman got it for $1.
All right. Well, that's why we kind of are.
Blatt said, how did the one get there? Whoa. Oh, and third?
We don't handicap third. So, no, seriously.
Paul says we don't handicap third place.
No.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Look, guys, when I talk about horses, I'm mostly talking about for a win. Even these biases, a lot of times.
That's pretty funny.
I'm not saying that inside horses, can't get up. I didn't watch, what we were celebrating, and I didn't even see, sometimes these one horses are able to angle out. And even when you think you got a strong bias, there's always one or two oddball races that go against the bias. Seems like almost every day. So
always.
That's why they're so tricky, And dude, as much as I believe in biases because they're responsible for my hits like this, I'm the first to admit that it might just be all hocus pocus, fucking coincidence. But what I say, if it puts you on $180 and you bet them the same way you bet a favorite, it doesn't matter how you come up with it. I use biases because it puts me on long shots that I'm able to bet my full amount. I know a lot of guys, when they bet long shots, they'll be a fraction of what they normally bet. I don't care how you handicap. If it doesn't pick long shot horses and it doesn't allow you to bet long shot horses like the same way you would a favorite, that's where it's hurting. For you to be able to make money at the end of the year in this game, you have to be able to hit these $90 for $1 exactas and be able to hit them the same way you would a favorite one. I'm talking, be able to pound it. So that's the real reason I like biases. I keep talking to guys and I keep saying, it really doesn't matter how you handicap because everything gives you winners. Nothing's going to give you 50% or more winners. Everyone says to be a real good player, you got to pick 35 or 30% winners. I've never picked 30% winners. I don't even claim to. My edge is I'm just really good with long horses. I'm just really good with long horses. You hear me give out favorites, and I'm terrible with them. So that's the little thing there. So Gulfstream, we're struggling. This is why we tried to add another track where I thought I seen a bias at.
Oh, I like Aqueduct. I always like Aqueduct. All right. You know what? That girly drink you turned me on to ain't that bad.
What's that?
Fuck my glasses.
Oh, 7-7?
Yeah.
7-7's. First of all, I don't think it's a girly drink. Second of all, it's a classic drink. Wow. I can't believe you're shocked that it's good.
I never had one before.
Really?
No.
You know what
I usually don't like clear liquor, but I guess it's not clear. It's
my
amber.
favorite aunt on my dad's side, great aunt.
She liked the 7-7?
Oh, she was a 7-7s girl. And to this day, she's passed, I don't know, 20-some years ago. And to this day, you know, it always makes me think of her. So,
Miles Garrett, what did I think of it? I think it was pretty badass, and I'm happy to see it. I like to see some, instead of just playing for the money, I like to see football players playing for pride and for their team. And you know what? That little weasel poked Garrett in the face and was trying to rip his helmet off first. So you know what? Don't pick a fight with somebody that you're not going to win with, for one thing, and don't be a little rat bastard about it either. I don't like that Rudolph guy, and I'm glad he did smack him with the helmet. And I definitely don't think he should face any charges for it. They want to fine him, suspend him for a game or two, fine. But outside charges on the street is bullshit. That's my rant on that. Paul doesn't even get a comment because he totally went woman. He totally went woman with it.
You want to know why? I don't like acting like certain people are special. If I hit you with my helmet on the street, I'm getting attempted murder
Not on the
charges.
street. You're playing a game.
Doesn't matter.
No, then you're going to start charging hockey players. You're going to start charging everybody. It's bullshit. Anyways, that's what I got to say about that.
I'm not talking about fist fights on the thing.
Hey, listen,
different.
Pino says, fuck Gulfstream, concentrate on Aqueduct.
Well, here's the thing. For me to do my numbers, it takes like an hour, and I can't do them now. It's a lot of looking up shit. And I know I should have said fuck Gulfstream too. But here's the thing. If the bias went away, I need a bias at Aqueduct. What?
They're busting your balls over your girly drink.
Oh, 7-7?
First of all, you don't dilute the 7. You just drink it with ice. And then everybody else is saying how many cherries you put in it, fruitcake. Paul likes about 5 cherries in his. He loves them maraschino cherries.
Come on, 7-7's a classic drink.
Dude, it's like a Shirley Temple. I feel like I'm drinking a Shirley Temple.
Get the fuck out.
All you're missing is some of that cherry
Get the
juice,
fuck
dude.
out of here.
It's a Shirley Temple.
Get the fuck out.
It's a woman's drink. We didn't have any Coca-Cola, so I couldn't have a Jack.
You know what? You know me drinking at a bar. I used to be partials to the ladies' drink.
I know.
What was my biggest drink at the bar at Frankie's? Until I'm going to give you a clue because there's been a few.
Well, you were on a Long Island kick for a long time.
No, not that. That's why I gave you the clue.
Did you like that blue thing?
Zima.
I
was a Zima guy.
God, you did like the Zima.
But I did it straight without the
Jolly Rancher.
Dude, I love Zimas, man.
You are such a bitch.
Dude, they're fucking good.
Fucking shut up. You're embarrassing yourself right now.
I'm not embarrassed, man.
Mac and Company says cherries and whiskey, semi-acceptable. Brian Parsons said 7-7 with cherries was served at his 6th grade spring formal dance. I told you it's a chick drink. I can tell by just drinking it.
Hey, I'm drinking Red Pop and Seagrams. Do I get any kudos for that? Or
Red Pop and Seagrams is even worse.
You tasted it and said, that's good.
Well, it's tasty, but I mean, I couldn't sit and drink it. It's too sweet. Speeds are so bad at the golf, a first-timer will probably win. Yep, good point. First-timer probably will win.
Let me tell you about golf though, right? So I'm bitching about it, but
I'm ready to go back.
You got to remember how hot we were at the beginning of this Gulfstream Park West meet, right?
At the beginning.
At the beginning, right? Right. And what happened? So we went to that tournament. What happened?
Shit got funky.
Okay, so the first 2 days it chalked out. It was a 3-day tournament. So just since that tournament, how many weeks ago was that?
3.
3 weeks ago, right? I hit a 20-1 that day, a 25-1 that day. Friday, was that Friday's show where I hit the 20-1 in the last race that ended the show that everybody's seen?
Yes.
A 20-1 there, right? What was he like? 20-1. And Parsons will tell you last night, me and Parsons played on the phone like we do. I hit another 28-1 shot. Dude, that's 4 28-1 or 4 20-1s or higher in what, 2-3 weeks? That's why I keep going back to fucking Gulfstream.
You know what? Some people don't get that in a fucking year. Clear Parsons chat there.
Yeah, I mean seriously. I mean, you go to a track and talk to a lot of old players. You know they'll tell you that 20-1 or higher that they hit in 1973.
Yeah.
We're not bullshitting when we say we hit fucking 20-1s monthly.
Hey Parsons, I'm ready for that gift. I will accept that challenge. And if you turn me on to something that I like better than Jack Daniels, I will admit it.
Yeah.
100%, because Jack is my drink. It's been my drink for shit. 35 plus years, man.
All right, so we're back at Gulfstream. So this is the 3rd race.
Uh-oh.
So I guess what I'm saying,
not even charting this shit.
What I'm saying about Gulfstream, right? This is an odd part of the year. And we're at West. I just say Gulfstream overall, right? They're giving us a lot of these maiden claiming races with a lot of first timers. And for a little while, I was getting beat by first timers. I find that acceptable. They're not part of my game. I'm never going to go with them. I wish that there was no such thing as first timers, that they had to run a qualifying race before they ran a real race. I honestly think that first time starters are a nod for trainers, breeders, and owners, because they're the only ones that know.
I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
I think it's an unfair game. I ignore them. Guys will tell me, hey, what about the breeding? I just don't believe in breeding. Workouts, they hand time workouts. They sit in the stands. I was watching a workout lady tell the show, so she didn't tell me, but she told everyone. She said the hardest thing about doing workouts is we can't see across the track from where we are to hand time them. And it's hard keeping track of which horses. I think there's too much problems that can happen with relying on workout times. And I'm also a guy I'm from the Allen Iverson camp. What did he say about workouts? Practice.
Practice? Who needs practice?
I don't buy practice, but so what I'm saying is I'll never be able to get the first timers thing. It's just my overall philosophy. Here I like the 7 the best, the 2 a little bit. It's going to be a dangerous race just because we got first timers. So basically what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to be more conservative. We've been cutting down our bets at Gulfstream Park West and trying, listen, you guys that watch the show all the time should already know. When we're on the chalks and the obvious horses, respect those bets less. But when we come up with the crazy horse and we're, really excited, those are the horses you should be, at least coming from me, that you should be more focused on. I already see that 3-1.
We're not that fucking dick.
We're not that good with them.
You're such a fucking dick.
Well, I'm being honest.
Parsons says the camera is a bit out of focus. It's not our camera. It's probably your settings, Parsons.
Well, it might be.
Jake says he's going for a bourbon fest and Christmas in Louisville.
Well, according to our thing, it's supposed to look all right. According to our thing I'm broadcasting with.
Shit, Paul might look a little better fuzzy.
Yeah, dude. Shit. First time I put on glasses, I can't even look at humans anymore. So Aqueduct, I already know this. I think
What's the next race at Aqueduct? Can we look at that instead of this junk?
I didn't. Okay, so I know I didn't handicap it. I don't know the reason why. It's probably a turf race. Would it be the 6th race?
Mile 16th on the turf?
On the turf. That's why I wasn't interested on it.
All right.
Just no numbers.
The inner turf.
Yeah. No numbers, no anything. I've been thinking that this turf has kind of been stalker closer-ish favoring. Kind of outside, I thought. But I don't see a real strong bias. At these other tracks, not Gulfstream, I tend to demand a bias that I perceive.
Okay.
If there's not a
so
bias
what's the
at
next race
Aqueduct,
after that one? We don't have an opinion on this race.
I think it's like the 8th race. Yeah, there's nothing written.
Is it turf?
I think it was a turf sprint. The 8th race would be the next race that I'm kind of interested in.
Okay, so we're not going back to Aqueduct until the 8th race, everybody.
Well, we're probably going to just try to watch it and root for. You guys know what we do. We kind of root for a bias. We never know. I might see something.
Flame Seeker, first time starter.
Yeah, so this race, the only 2 horses that could get my money, and they're not really that appealing, would be the 2 and the 7.
Where's that damn black dog at?
Leave
Oh,
it
it's over there by you?
5 to 2, 3 to 1. I mean, unless I see something in a double.
That cigar started to grow on me a little bit. You must have hit a different flavor ring
It
or
does
something.
change. I really enjoy this.
It's
cigar.
not bad now.
It smelled like it smelled like bunk before.
Yeah, but now it's starting to come into itself, I think.
You know what? Let's look at this 4th race at well, it's going to be quick. The only reason why I'm flipping over to this 4th race is because I see a bunch of hearts here. So there's one horse, Bad Rail last race. My writing's in the way. He was in a 4-hole. He earned 3 hearts. That's for the first 3 calls. He went faster than the fastest winner at all of those moves. That's an excuse in itself. We just seen the 13 horse win on a 3-heart move. 2 races ago, this is a horse that I was talking with Parsons last night.
Where'd the love go?
This horse, you either got to decide is a stone cold quitter, or eventually he's going to be able to wire a field. And I think there was some stronger speed in this race than him.
Black says the one's a scratch.
When did these scratches come up? I'm not seeing him scratched.
No.
Are you talking about the 4th race, Black? He's still alive in the doubles. I wouldn't mind him being scratched because I don't need him adding to the speed here.
He said, actually not. Sorry.
Okay.
Damn it, Black.
So the 2's been trying sprints lately. Penn National, I didn't go back to the April races. I was just going to ignore them. I didn't know how much I liked this race. The 3, last race, he came out fast, fell apart. Earned a better speed figure than the 1. 2 races ago on a closing day. So this horse didn't go to the lead. What happened is this horse tried to close on a closing day. He was stuck 2x7, 2x6. That was still too fast for that day. I think this horse might have a rating shot at a big price. The 4 horse is a front speed horse. I got a feeling, no, it wasn't that same day. Neither of those. So we got a lot of heart horses here.
I kind of liking that 4 a little bit. Oh, man, whoa, the 6.
This is what I'm saying.
Man, I like the 6.
So the heart horses tend to lose their power when there's more than one. But what's been good is horses that rate. Like this 6 horse. Bad Rail last race. He was in the 11 hole. 2 races ago, he tried to, I don't know why he went to. These are not true heart horses. Usually when I like heart horses, they got other races. See how this is an untalented race, and then one race, for whatever reason, he was fast. The 4, I believe in his heart's a little bit more. He was able to do it in 2 different races. The 3 horse, I believe in his a little bit more. He did his, like I said, by rating. I think I would just use the 3 and the 4 in the next race. Let's see if there's any doubles to be had.
With the 2-7, 3 and 4 with the 2-7.
Yeah, 2-7 to the 3 and 4.
2-7 to the 3 and 4. That's going to be our first tweet. I'm going to Twitter that.
Why are you going to do it now after we just had a monster? So, Bill, on this Twitter, I don't like the Twitter anymore. I know you guys requested it so you guys could see our races because a lot of times I'm stammering and it's quick and guys aren't understanding what I'm saying. But we haven't been 100% on the Twitter, and it seems like every race Bill manages to put up is our losers. And when we have our winners, that's been huge, they don't get put up.
And because they happen right before the fucking race.
Oh, shit.
You better get it in now.
I'm not even going to play it, so I don't know.
Yes, you are.
You know what? I actually got it in. I'm going to put it.
Bam. Mack & Company went double at Aqueduct, 3-6-11 with a 2-4-9.
Hey, can you get from under my wheel? Just
Winston, go get on your pillow.
there you go, right there.
Get on your
Good
pillow.
boy.
Go be a bad boy.
He's not bad, but
What?
I just don't want to catch him with that wheel.
What? Mad at me? Come here. Come here, I'll give you some love. He said, fuck you got me over here on this pillow. I ain't going nowhere. What are you doing? Putting up the tip jar?
I don't even know how to do it.
Paul's gonna put up the tip jar. That's funny. Clicking too soon. You're over clicking. Paul, put up the tip jar if you feel so inclined. That
Oh,
we
by
turn
the
you
way.
on.
By the way, we don't watch that, so you guys that supported our channel the last couple weeks, I haven't been giving out thank yous, and I'm sorry
Race is
about
off.
that. We never see it. We want the 7 or 2.
Big screen.
We don't even care about this race that much. Well, we'd like to
We
hit
like
it,
to hit it.
but a first-time starter got the lead, I think. (23-1), we're dead in the water. I'm starting to think that this might be kind of inside-y.
Hey, thanks, Lewis.
Yeah, I know Lewis supported us a few times, so thank you very much.
Is 2 run is 4 down? Can his 2 run is 4 down?
Nope.
No.
I think you need to have speed.
Yeah, I got my finger on him too, and it ain't happening. 4-2.
Was that another first-time starter?
4-2-5.
I think that was another first-timer. I really do. Do you remember?
He was 5-2.
There's just too many. Yeah, first-time starter. And you notice the 7 didn't run at all?
Well,
I'm wondering if the inside of the track is the place to be there. It has been earlier. It was earlier in the meet.
Aqueduct's off.
So Aqueduct, even on the turf, so we're not handicapping the turf, but I am watching it. I thought that it was stalker closers type. I thought kind of towards the outside. I'm trying just to get the race up so we can watch it as they come home, just to have something up there. Oh, they already crossed the damn line. Well, I'm watching it on TVG. TVG is way behind. I don't know if it's because I watched the video. The 3 is, okay, Jig said the 3 took it. So the 3 rated, but he didn't really come from as far back as I thought he might have. He also looked like he was bet. Oh my God, I still can't see those odds there. My guess is it came in 3-6 now. It looks like no one, only the 3 passed someone. I don't know how my read is on that turf right now. So the other track I wanted to handicap, but we didn't get time. I downloaded Churchill because Churchill for the last few weeks I thought was favoring outside. Ugh, 132 was the first race.
What, on the grass?
Nope, on the dirt. I'm only talking about the dirt. 173 was the second race. Third race was 356, all on the dirt. Right, that second race was on the dirt too. Yeah. So yesterday, I think, yesterday or the day before was the first day that I thought inside horses started winning. And it looks like it's continuing today. But at the start of the day, if we would have been able to get our plays in and did the handicapping, I already had geared in my mind that I'd be favoring the outside of the track. So actually, I'm glad that we're not looking at Churchill at all. You know what? I think we got enough time to watch this next Churchill race. So I still like to watch a lot of races, whether I got money on them or not, because that's how I try to keep up with. Oh my God!
Hey, baby,
eat it all.
look
Give it to your dog.
Dude, I think it smells great.
You might need a salt lick. You might need some water. Could have calmed down after sitting for a night.
Good.
Is it not that salty?
Mm-mm.
Really?
It's good.
Oh, it's salty. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, though. It wasn't bad. It was just, it calmed down a little bit.
That's tasty.
You see how thick the gravy is and everything?
Yeah, I think she did a good job on it.
The first time the meat was so tender, it just fell apart.
It was good.
And the au jus was more of liquid.
She made this in the Instant Pot, right?
Yeah, but it was better last time.
Yeah, that's good. Mm.
She doubled the recipe, and I don't think it turned out as well. Well, you don't want that French bread?
I didn't see it. Look at how he's looking at me. Look at him.
You want some
Man,
piece
you
of
ain't
meat?
getting none, man.
You ain't gonna share?
Nope.
He's seen
Look
you.
at him.
He's seen you cut me a little piece.
What up, man?
You look so sad all the time.
All right, maybe the second bite was a little salty.
The judge is here, Joe Brown's.
Hey, Judge Joe Brown, what up? He said the judge is in the house. It's tasty, dude. It's good. Still there whining, ain't he?
I think that was a yawn. Was that his whine or yawn?
That was, give me a bite wine. Come here, man. Come here, Winston. Damn.
You better get up if
Come
you
here.
want some.
Come here. Winston.
Look at him drooling.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't be shy. Be nice. Nice. Come here. Look. Come on with Daddy's go. Come here. Come here, look.
It could even be more of a fair track over there, but
There we go. Good job. All right. Okay, get on your pillow. Get on your pillow. Good boy. Who's that? What horse is that? The 7?
7214. So other than the 7, it was kind of oh no, the 5. Who's that on the rail? I missed. Oh, the 5 did get third. I don't know. They were all kind of bet too. I don't know.
Joe Brown says he loves the show.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for your support, buddy. Parsons caught the exact at Churchill.
So right now we just kind of got Gulfstream, and I'm not even that excited about Gulfstream.
Winston says, shit, that's good.
Uh-huh. You're gonna lick your balls and butthole too. That's what you gotta do. Just sit on my couch. He wasn't even licking his balls. He was licking his butthole. Look at you. You nasty little boy. I caught you. I caught you, Winston.
Sounds like a little bit of envy there to me.
Look, I'd have to fold like a chair to reach mine. You'd have to remove my spine and my bottom ribs, I think. We got a 4th race at Gulfstream. Oh, Gulfstream. Are we back to 5 horses again? And we got to bang against the 1 to 2 if we even want to play this.
I think you're salt sensitive. I don't think it's that bad.
Dude, it calmed down since yesterday. I'm telling you, it calmed down. I still think it's a bit salty, but calm down. Did you have to add any salt?
No.
Usually when you eat pot roast, do you add salt?
I usually have pepper.
Huh? Pepper?
And I probably would put pepper on this.
We own a pepper shaker. You want some pepper?
No, I'm good. I like our gravy.
You don't think we cut the budget? Only afford salt, no pepper?
Some people don't like pepper.
Oh, pepper's good shit.
I like pepper.
A little bit of pepper?
Well, I mean, it's good, dude. But see, I only been eating venison at my house. So beef is a nice break.
Yeah.
No whole problem with venison?
Bill gave me salami and tried to say it was a fresh cut deer.
It was.
That was salami.
It wasn't salami. That was
Tasted
sausage I
just
had
like
made.
salami, man.
Well, it's good sausage. No, that was 100% venison.
100%.
Yeah. Good shit.
Oh, do we want to even bang against the 1 to 9?
No.
I kind of do. You want some puppy snacks? You mind if I give him some snacks?
No, I don't care.
Do you?
Cool. You can have some snacks.
Come on. I know you ain't gonna move because you're lazy. I just see him drooling over there.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Shit, Parts is all over the place. He's over at Laurel right now. You got the 1, 2, 3,
He's like, I'm
7.
gonna get my work done.
I thought he was only coming hanging out for lunch.
Come on, take it.
He said, man,
Maybe you don't want it.
he said, that ain't the same shit the old man's got.
I don't know why they take one treat.
Go sit with it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe you won't get any more because you're not big ass dog like you can't figure out what to do with a puppy treat.
Look, you left a wet spot on your couch.
Oh, that's why I went and got him some treats. He's fucking drooling. Left a wet spot on my knee too, right there. Fucking drooling, man. It's like I went to a strip club and got a bunch of snail tails.
What do you like in this race? Want to go do it?
So at this Gulfstream race, I don't think it's that great of a race.
They're on Laurel over here.
It's usually not the greatest thing to play against 1 to 9s. But I do kind of like the 3 and the 6.
Ken Dunn says he's going 2, 1, 4, and 1, 4, 2 at golf. Is that 1 to 9?
Okay, this is where we're at, Bill.
It's 1 to 9 on a damn 2.
This is where we're at, Bill. We had a major hit.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, Jason.
You know my theory is once you have a hit, you usually don't improve on it. And the more common thing, you squirrel around a couple $100 that you say, hey, I'm going to just take $200 and you end up pissing it away.
Right.
When you could have just enjoyed your afternoon and not pissed anything away and left with,
I'm with you.
But I am a little tempted. I do like a few of the marks on the horses. I'm like 50-50. Do we even want to fire here at this time? I mean, we wiped out a couple of days. We might have wiped out a couple of weeks of bad calls. That's why horse racing is the best betting out there. You gonna take them one at a time, big boy like you? It's hard it's easy to forget that he's a freaking baby. He's half the age of Bentley. I mean, Bentley would chew these up, and I'm like, well, you know what? He is half the age.
He's still a baby. He just turned 7 months.
Is he 100 pounds yet?
112.
Well, he's not half the age. He's like a little less than 2 months younger than Bentley.
Yeah, he just turned 7 months.
Yeah.
But with dogs, though, that's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You like it? See if he keeps bagging.
Damn, that was good, dude.
It's either that or he's just a dainty eater for such a big little boy.
He is dainty. He's gentle.
He got a real soft mouth, too, when he takes them away from me.
Aqueduct, cherry on top. Double. 2, 3, 8, 9, 11 with the 3, 5 Mac and Company.
I don't even know what to do here. She's moving around. I wonder when she's. I wonder if she got the car to pick them up yet. Bentley went to go get his hair done.
He's gonna come with a new hairdo for you.
Well, you just ate a plain hamburger bun.
I put butter on it.
God damn it, man. Who does that? That's not meal bread. That's made for hamburgers. You can't eat that plain.
I was raised in the hood.
Oh,
Bread,
God.
bread.
No.
Dude, that was good, man.
No good. Glad you liked it. No, I don't have to eat it. I remember we kind of like the 8th race at Aqueduct.
Here, get that to him. Where's he at?
He's fucking asleep.
Winston.
Dude, you got Joe Biden over here.
Winston. Come here, man.
Boy, I got no energy.
He's a baby. He's grown. Come here, man. Come here. It's okay.
He ate 2 snacks. I got a handful of snacks over here, and he goes, man, I'm done. I need a nap.
It's baby. It's the baby, man. You want to get Bentley? Yeah. Come here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy. Look, Paul. There's a baby.
That's fucking huge.
Oh, boy.
They called. I gotta get my.
Bentley's coming home to see you. Yay! So, Kiki, how big you are? No, you can't go. Look out, Kiki, you about to get bum rushed.
Yeah, she might need some help. She doesn't like opening the door.
Listen.
All right, I'm still undecided about what I'm going to do here. I like the 3 and the 4. Let me go back.
Go by with you. Come on. Come on. Come on, come here. Come here, Winston. Hey, Key, nice job on the roast. I liked it better than Paul.
Well, the first one was better.
Well, he said this one was way salty. I think it calmed down a lot.
2 really does have a class edge, if you want to call it class.
All right, see it. Get on that pillow.
Wait a minute, does he? Oh, there's no class here. Everyone's trying to find their class. These are maidens here. What am I talking about?
Man, it's chilly in here, but now I'm hot. Got all that roast.
I'm still going back and forth if we even want to play this. If I play this, it's going to be kind of more, a little bit more than an action bet, but not even half of what I would normally do on an average bet. It'd be lower towards the action side of our range here.
I'm gonna have to go get my prescription checked, man. Lately, when I've been wearing these glasses, I've been getting an eye ache.
Oh, have you?
I don't see as well with them as I used to.
What is a 3 and 4 at there, Bill?
3's at 5 and 4's at 7 and 2.
Let me look at exact to see when we're up like this. It's even hard to go digging.
Yeah, I feel like I ate a meal.
2-1 is only paying $9. 2-3 is paying $5. 2-4 is paying $5. 2-6 is paying $7. That's for $1. No, thank you. I err to the side of my belief is those single-digit payoffs for an exacta. When you hit them, they just don't help your bankroll enough. They're like stopgap measures. I like anyone in the 5th race for. Wait, is this the 5th race or the 4th race?
4th.
Now, the 5th race is another dirt race, and I'm kind of leaning towards the inside. And I think you want to have speed. You want to get us to there? I'm going to have to go really fast. I'm just looking really fast, hoping to find something on the inside, something with some speed.
Race 5.
One might have some speed.
Tried to show a little speed, didn't he?
Yeah, kind of on the turf. His marks aren't good. The 3 did earn a heart on a closing day, but you know what? I don't like the route.
Dude, he ran a great race in the dirt. 5.5 furlongs, this one horse did. Right here back in, what was it, 23 January.
I want to look at the dog. Let me see that
You
clicker
see that?
real quick. Yeah, I'm kind of just scanning.
That was one of his best races.
120 to 1. You don't need to
That
do
was
a lot
his
of
highest
work.
speed figure, too. I like that horse on the dirt.
What just happened here? They didn't just scratch a horse.
Scratch
We're in
the
the
1.
4th race. Did they just scratch the 1?
Doubles to the 1, scratched. Right? Where?
They're not giving me the doubles to the 1 in the next race. Oh, the 1 scratched in the next race.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
The one we were just
okay.
liking. The horse we were just liking.
They did some late scratches,
two.
or I missed some.
I don't see
The
what
2, I don't trust
do.
them to have the speed, but I do think it's a kind of
3.
inside. 3, I like his last race, but I don't like route to sprint. This is going to be a sprint. Who are they going to bet here?
The 4.
4 is the horse that I like. They're hammering the 2-7. There's a double right now. 2 to the 7 that's paying $2.
I like the 4. I like the fucking 5 too, Paul.
You like 6 horses
No.
already. You're going too
No,
fast.
I like the 4. I like the 5. I like the 4 and 5.
2 to the 4 and 5 is not worth. Okay, 2 to anything is almost not worth playing. Oh, he got a bone. I was like,
I like the
he's
3
tearing
and 4. That's who you like, Paul. 3 and 4. You're looking at 3 and 4.
look, I'm going to play a double. I'm playing it on the light side. I'm just doing it for action.
3, 4.
3, 4 in this leg.
To the 4 and 5.
To the 4 and 5 next leg.
All right. I like that.
An action bet.
3, 4 to 4, 5.
If the 2 wins, I'm okay with it. We can't do nothing with this horse. I can't do any exacta savers. We're not putting enough in to care about a saver. Let's see, anything else I can do? You know, I'm going to do one more bet. The 3 and 4. One more double. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to hit that for a little bit more, and I want a little bit more coverage.
What'd you say? The 3, 4?
Yeah. Notice, again, we
To the
don't
what?
put up a winning bet on Twitter.
I know.
And we
To
got,
what?
What are you doing?
3, 4 to the what? 1, 2, 4, 5?
No, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3,
There's no one
Four.
next, right?
5. There you go.
Oh, we got
Instead
it.
on the tweeter, I put it on the live chat. Let's see if it changes our.
Let's see if it changes.
Let's see if it does something.
That's the only reason I don't like Twitter. I've been noticing, and you know what? Since we've been hitting late,
Yeah.
I noticed that you've been putting up the races early, right? And then we're having a bad day, and you just get sidetracked, and the show gets down. And then by the time we come up with the glory call or something,
That's recorded on the show.
Well, yeah, it's recorded, but the Twitter is
Doesn't
showing
get
it.
to the tweeter.
We got more people on Twitter than the room. That's why I like when people watch the show, because they can kind of see our mindset. Like, you know what? We're okay getting beat by big chalks. We're taking stands. You know, all losses aren't created equal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's such a dopey little.
Winston.
Dude, I want that stupid picture right there. By the time I get the camera, no, I do without a doubt.
Just don't pay no attention to it. Do it. Start doing it again.
He's so damn dopey.
Carson says his double is a bomb. 2, 4, 10, 11 with the 4-6.
I can't even get my camera. I'm so slow.
Looks like 10's gonna get it. Oh, maybe the 9.
58, man. I've been calling outside, stalker, closers.
8 just nipped the 10. Did they have the 8 in there? Nope. Sorry, Parsons. No 8.
So, Parsons, you know that I thought the outside of the track closers were the place to be from yesterday.
On the grass?
Yeah, on the grass. Yeah. It seemed to be stronger than, on the turf, it seemed to be stronger than the route stalker closers. Although technically that 3-horse that just won the route before that, he did stalk, but it still wasn't.
I'm gonna get this 3 home right here, man. Be nice to get this 3 here. Is he thirsty over there? Is that why he's panicking?
We got water over there for you. You know where the water
He
is.
probably drank it already. He's already pissed 3 times since he's been here. That's the most he's ever peed here.
You're getting comfortable here, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's dry and bum.
God, your head is big. That's a big boy. I don't think we can win this bet. 2 got the lead.
Come here, Winston. Hey.
I don't think we can win this bet.
No?
No. We wanted the 4 to 3 to control the pace, to have a shot here. And you know, he's not getting enough pressure either. I know pressure kills, and I just don't see the pressure here. War's not going away. It just looks like he's running good enough to run a good second. I don't know. Maybe we can get lucky and beat a 1 to 2. I think as they straighten him out, he can't. Well,
nope. Oh, that horse veered a little bit, but it ain't gonna help.
the 2's tired. But I think the rail's going to come up.
Put
Come
my
on,
finger on
one
him.
more time. No, you got to keep straight.
No.
Damn it, he had every shot to go by him and just didn't want to do it.
Damn it.
Why did he hand ride this horse? Well, did both of them hand ride? Where's the remote?
Which one?
TV.
I got you, man.
Well, I tell you what, that's not how you want a 1 to 2 to win.
He said, did he drop the whip in the stretch?
But you know what? In all honesty, I'm not sure if the 2 used the whip either. Well, he's using the whip there. Maybe I didn't see the whip. I think he had him. Switch hand. Oh, he did drop the whip.
He sure did. He might have got there.
I don't know. You never know, you know.
Well, he got there with a little more encouragement. He sure did. Good call, Jigs. Jigs spotted that.
Is there a whip boy like at tennis that runs across the track and pick up whips?
Maybe.
Or do they just leave them out there? I've never noticed what happens when they drop a whip.
Somebody probably goes out there and gets it. Throws it out to the crowd. Little souvenir.
Maybe. Another race with just no good options.
Carson says, don't forget that even though Churchill owns Calder, the racing there at Gulfstream West is controlled by the Stronach Group.
The great Stronach Group.
And they have those new whip rules. What's the new whip rule? What's the new whip rule? You don't know it?
They might have to hit a horse 2 or 3 times and stop. See how the horse responds, then whip again.
That is a kinky souvenir. I could use a riding crop at the house. Alicia might not approve, but what the hell?
Well, if she doesn't like it, then you just slap the kids with it.
Oh no, dude. I get the long beach towel for that, so I got some reach. I roll them up like a rat tail.
You rat tail the kids.
Oh yeah. Kidding me?
Yeah.
They're all getting big. My punches don't hurt as much as they used to anymore.
The Charlie horses Charlie horse punishment don't work like it used to.
No, they give you one back. I tell you what, man. Riley gave me one in the back of the arm from the back seat of the car the other day. He caught me like right here, Paul. Look, right here, where there's like tendon runs or whatever.
Yeah.
My whole hand and arm went dead. I couldn't pick it up. I'm driving it. I'm like, you son of a bitch! I got a dead arm now. I can't even drive. I'm one-handed here. He's back there laughing.
So he says the rule is they can't raise the whip above their head or their shoulders and cannot whip more than 3 strikes. But it's 3 strikes, then they got to see how the horse responds and then they can whip again, right? It's not just 3 strikes for 3 whips for the entire race, is it? How does that affect the better Parsons? Could they disqualify you could they disqualify the horse if the horse wins, but the jockey whipped the horse 10 times? I hope that doesn't happen.
Ooh, that would be shitty, wouldn't it?
I hope he just gets fined if that's the rule. I hope he just gets fined, but I hope
take the horse down.
Ooh, that'd be a bad. Ooh, man, could you imagine horse racing if that happened?
Yeah, that would be fucked up. Not cool. Man, that's so tickling my nose.
Is it the smoke curling up in it?
I don't know, man.
All right, where we at Aqueduct? Man, Gulfstream has just been. Bleh. Bleh.
We had to go through 2 races at Aqueduct before we got back to the dirt.
Yeah, okay, so he says I'm right. They can whip them 3 times, respond, whip them again. And he says you're right. They won't disqualify the horse, but they'll disqualify the jockey or fine the jockey.
Good.
So that means sometimes you got to worry. Hey, if it's a big stakes race and my cut is, really big, hey, I might just whip that horse 10 times and say, fuck it, I'll take a few days vacation. You might have to handicap that. Especially if you're one of those jockeys that are almost never in a stakes race. And, you're kind of a lower level and for some reason you just got put up. I don't know. I guess handicapping, you can't worry about that. Just gotta. All right, so we got the 8th race. Let's look at Aqueduct. It's time for the 8th race. Look at you. I must be getting it because he seems awfully happy. All right, let's look at the 8th Aqueduct. All right, so the three went on the turf. And 8 won the next race on.
Is this the 8th race at Aqueduct?
Yep.
6.5 furlongs. Allowance race, 75,000.
Okay. So, from the races that I've seen today, I am obviously still thinking outside of the track. I tend not to like these allowance races as much as I do cheap claimers, but I got to take what they kind of give me at some of these other tracks. They just run better horses and don't have these cheap claimers every race. But the 2-horse, he's going to be stuck on the 1 hole. This horse has been in decent form. He was average last race. I really like him off of the 2 races ago that I'm not even going to try to say that grade 2 stakes. He went faster than the fastest winner that day. It was a stalking closing track. He tried to stalk. He was still too much in the pace that day. I like him, but and I think he's a contender. But when I think I got a read on these tracks, I tend to favor to the bias that I think is out there. So on paper, if everything was fair, yeah, I kind of like him. But I'll be trying to beat this horse. He's probably going to be low anyways. Well, he's 9-2. He's not that low. The 3-horse, last race, stalking closing day. He was slow. These are pretty solid bangers. He's only won one race. To me, this is a pretty good step up. I don't like his last race. I just didn't go to April to see how much I like that race. But to me, first impressions is I think this is just a little too much for him. The 4-horse, he's coming out of that same stakes as the 2 did. He was more of a stalker that day. It was favoring stalker closers. He was still in the mix, kind of close to that pace. He went as fast as the fastest winner did that day for the first call. He was 1 tick slower at the second call, so that's good. And third call, he was just average finishing. That's a good race. I could see him turning it around. We're still looking for more outside horses. He'd be in the 3-hole today. The 5, average last race, average the race before. He looks like a stalker closer here. I don't really care one way or another. The 6-horse, now we're getting on the outside part of the track that I like better. He was just 1 tick slower than the fastest winner at the first 2 calls last race. So he went fast and then finished the race average. That's a pretty good race. He did get beat by looks like he got beat by the 7-horse there. Or no, he beat the 7-horse there. That's a good race. 2 races ago, he went too fast for the first call. That's why he got the heart. Then he was average. 3 races ago, he went fast again, average and slow. Lightly race, 6-3-1 record. Gotta decide if this horse is starting to look like a quitter or not. I'm gonna say no.
Nope.
It's a little early to call a horse that, and plus, I don't always believe in that labeling of a quitter. The 7-horse came out slow, average last race. Just like I said, just ran with the 6. The 6 finished a little better. I believe the 6 had the tougher trip that day. I always favor horses that were closer to the lead or dueling for the lead more than horses that seemed to inherit. He didn't get in striking position at the top of the stretch. He was still 4/6. Is that the favorite right here? Oh no, 6 is the favorite. 2 races ago, he came out average, and he was able to control the pace. He was the slowest winner of the day that day. And that's it. There's no one else in this race.
That's it. Ken Dunn went 5-6, exacta box at Aqueduct. Not sure went 5-4.
So I wanted to bet the 6 horse 6-5. I'm just not interested in.
I say in this field, dude, you kind of got to watch out for those 2 a little bit too.
I think you got to respect the 2 and the 4 here. The problem is if I bet the 2 and the 2 loses badly, to me that's throwing away money. Because I also believe that the rail is bad. I don't see how this 2 can get a good trip. That's why I'm against the 2. Trust me, I want to play this 2. I really do want to play the 2. I just don't see. If I'm right about the rail, I'll be making what I call a bet. You get where I'm at?
No, I hear you.
So that's kind of how I feel about that.
This race is a concern. The 7's down to 2-1. The 6 at 7-5.
And the 4's at 5-1. I like to play on the 4.
4's at 9-2.
Yeah, they're not updating there, so okay, we got to watch the odds there. 4's outside. I think he gets a good trip here. I think the 2 and the 6
Paul.
will. Well, it is a 6 horse. Well, where else could you go here? Or you just got to say you don't like the race after a while. There's going to be no doubles because I don't have I didn't handicap the 9th race. I can't do nothing with the 6 double wise. I doubt. Let me look at the perfectas. I doubt it if there's anything to do with the 6 perfecta wise. To me, they're almost forcing me to sit out here just because my numbers don't make sense.
Mac and Company says he's trying to cash a double here to the 3-4 and then going to the 6-7-4-3-5 exacta.
Oh, I'm high, dude. I'm sitting over here shaking off of that cigar. Not the.
You got the shakes?
I got Parkinson's kicking in, one or the other. Oh, I'm just high.
I told you the thing changed completely from when you were sucking on it earlier.
It definitely hit me. It hit me pretty damn good.
Whatever's in that, it's fucking strong.
Oh, why is my twin spires not working over here at Gulfstream?
Uh-oh.
Here, I'm going to try to reload another window. And Bill just comes over here and he just watches porn on my computer and it never works right for him.
Yeah, okay. I definitely don't have the same porn habit you have. I'm a maybe once a monther.
I don't lie.
I swear to God, dude. I feel like I've seen everything there is to be seen.
It's all the same.
It's all the same now.
A goes into B until someone has enough, right?
Pretty much.
I watch for the plot lines.
Sure you do. You're in there looking for wrinkles.
Wrinkles? I don't even get that. I don't get that reference. Oh, if the 6 wins. Now, here's the thing. If the 6 wins, the exactas aren't terrible. 6-1 is paying $8. That'd be 16 for 2. 3 is paying 32 for $1. 6-4 is paying $18 for $2, which back in the day, no one cried about it. $18. Guys used to love those $20 doubles, right? Or exactas. For some reason, I don't like them in my game that much. I tend to shit on them.
Boy, Paul.
What?
I just want to tell you, this 7 at Aqueduct is a sexy horse.
All right, Bill's putting out a sexy horse alert. No.
Man.
Well, I
Look at
kind
that
of
horse,
okay.
Dude. I would buy that horse.
What is his odds?
Who was a 7?
7 was a horse that just lost to the
I think he's
6.
5-2.
7 can improve. Okay.
5-2.
See, at 5-2, I don't like him. I was hoping he'd be at about the 4-1 range where I'd have him where he was risk a bet.
You know, he's the only horse out there in that field that had that extra wrinkle back here on that cut. That ass. Oh, yeah. He's an athlete. I like that 7. He's sexy.
You want me to try to do an odds
You
line?
see that extra cut?
Bill, you want me to try to do an odds line right here just to see if the
Go
race
ahead.
was worth playing?
Go ahead.
All right. Right now, I would make this 6 at even money. Okay? I think it's 6 at even money at a break-even proposition, right?
Yep.
I like the 2, but because I believe the rail is bad for the win spot, I'm giving them a 5% chance, which correlates to 17-1 odds. I'm also giving the 3 a 17-1 shot.
Man, Max L came in here and he probably hit that one we gave out and he left without saying goodbye.
Max always got to leave because he catches us on the bus. Max likes us. He's always in and out because of work and catching the bus and all that stuff. He's busy.
He texted me the other day.
Yeah, Max has been one of the show's original supporters, man.
Uh-oh. Parsons went exact to key the 4 with the 2-6-7. Then turn it upside down. So key the 7 with the 4-2-6.
All right, so I do my morning lines. When I do morning lines, I do them to 120% to make up for takeout. Plus, it gives me a few more options to play. And my main rule is I never give a horse more than 50% of the points because I believe that you just don't bet horses below even. I don't believe that you bet horses at even money, but I definitely don't believe that you bet below even money. So right now, this is how I basically break down on my odds line. I think the 1 should be about, the 1 and 2 should both be about 17 to, or the 2 and 3 should both be about 17-1. I actually like the 2, but I'm downgrading him quite a bit just because of the rail. And remember, when I make my odds line, I'm talking about win. Doesn't mean that he can't run second. For me, I'm saying I need 17-1 to bet him to win. All right. I also need that to 3. I got the 4, the 5, and the 7 all at about 4-1. And I think the 6 should be about even money. Now, when I look at the odds line on this race, I think the 6 is barely over the odds line. What's up, man?
Hold the table. Put your foot under there so they can't get under.
Ooh, Bailey, you look so clean and sharp.
What's
right
up,
there.
Bailey?
You look so damn clean and sharp.
Does he look good?
Ooh, you look good.
Look out, Key. Here they come.
Hi, baby. Okay.
Okay, it's gonna get a little crazy right now. So anyway, so when I do these odd lines for my tough calls. Okay, so the 6 I barely got playable. He's at about 6-5. I think even money is a break-even point. I usually like to get double what my odds line are for me to jump in. The 7 I think is a play at 4-1. He's at 5-2 right now, so I can't play the 7. The 4 is sitting exactly where I think he should be at 4-1. But like I said, I like the horse to have more odds. Because if I'm right that he's a 4-1 chance after 100 times, I think I'll only break even on that if he wins this true 20%. So he's even borderline. The only horse that looks tempting to me is a horse that I didn't care for that much would be the 5. I think he should be about 4-1. He's 15-1. I don't know if I'm going to have a play here, Bill.
You poor wife.
Hold on.
Surrounded by about 180 pounds of dog right now.
There you go.
What is the 2 at, Bill? 3 to 1? 5 to 2
5 to 2.
now?
Same as the 7. 7's at 5 to 2.
Dude, this is just a race right
6
here
at 9 to 5.
where I don't see a lot of upside. The only bet that I could really come up with is the 5 to win and the 5 wheeling him in second with these horses.
Hey, Grossman said, are we looking for speed or stalkers?
I think you want to be kind of, I think a speed and just off the pace, stalker wise. So
Go see your buddy.
I think the winner's probably going to come between 2 and 3 lengths out.
Okay. What's up, handsome?
I honestly don't think I could find a play here for myself. I just don't think so. Unless, like I said, I just want to bet the 5 to win and to come in second with the other horses.
Talk about doing a win place on a 5?
No, not a place. I'm thinking about doing a win on the 5 and then an all 5 is what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
But I honestly, we made one loose play at Gulfstream. We're struggling at Gulfstream. Right now, I guess what I'm saying, for me, there's no real upside for, it's just not an appealing race to me. I don't think we're playing a play here, Bill.
I'm good with that.
Now the 5 went up. The 6 odds went up. I got him as even money. He's at 9 to 5, so technically, he's almost double what I think he should be. You're almost getting 9 to 5. I think even money is fair. I just don't bet 9 to 5, me personally. And when I say I'm betting a 9 to 5, they don't turn out real well for me. I'm using my odds line to just get out of this race.
That sure went exactly key box 5 all.
But if you did that 5 all, I think a good bet would be an all 5 just as a backup here.
Winston. Come on, Winnie. Winston.
And to be honest, if the 5 gets first or second, it'd be based on my odds line. It's not even that I like the horse. The horse is probably my 5th choice in a 6-horse field, but I think the numbers make sense.
Get him, Winston.
If that makes sense to people. I need them to calm down.
Oh, hey, Bentley's putting the Barry Sanders moves on him. Winston can't keep up. Look at the spin move. Oh, spin move, baby.
And now the 6 went back down to even money, so I don't even think he's a good play here. And if 4 wins, that's the horse that I at first wanted to bet, but I still think, I just still don't think his odds are, I'm hoping there's 4 wins and the 5 gets second, and I could have made my line look brilliant here.
That's 7 coming from the clouds.
4 looks tired, doesn't he?
A little bit.
Maybe not.
7 looks strong, but I think he waited too long.
I think 4 got faster when they went outside. You see what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
outside of the fucking track?
Yep.
My odds line was perfect.
That jockey on that 7 didn't even know what kind of horse he had underneath him. He wasn't whipping that horse or nothing. That 7 could have got there.
Got where? Easy 3rd?
Maybe 2nd. He took 3rd.
Yeah, but he
waited too long. He waited too long for his move.
What's up? God, you look good. You look good, don't you? Yes, you do. But I love when he gets clean. His white,
Big old white feet, dude. Look at his feet. Get him, Wesley. Get him. Get him, boy. Get him, Bentley. You happy to see your friend? You been sick so long, you couldn't play with your friend.
But get what I was saying about that rail and the two horse. I like the two horse, and he didn't run at all. Notice that the both outside of the two outside, you know, the two widest horses on the track. To me, that's just a strong, damn biased track. I think it is.
Oh, my 7 reared in the gate.
Ooh, 2 came over on everybody.
I seen that.
Yeah, well, nothing to be seen there. I mean, we handicapped it good, but
That 7's a bet back.
I don't know why you're impressed with. I'm never impressed with closers, Bill. You know me.
I know. Strong horse right there.
I was
boy.
more impressed with the 5 run than the 7. I had the rail longer. I don't know why the 7 was too wide.
That's it. All the jockeys' names were Joel, Josie, and Joey. But it's really probably Joel, Jose, and Hoey.
So anyways, about those odds line. I really like making odds line on tough calls. They can get you out of trouble. We could have bet the 6. I mean, 6 was the horse that I liked the best, but all it is a stopgap measure, you know? It gives you enough money to possibly bet the next race. I'd rather sit out those races. We got, Gulfstream, 0 minutes, shit. That's all right. I haven't been that turned on by Gulfstream.
Me either.
Gulfstream has been,
Hey, where you guys at? What are you doing? What was he doing down that hallway?
you know what? I kind of like this Gulfstream race a little bit better. Oh, we're not going to have time. I think okay, so I think at this Gulfstream, we're not going to have time to do anything. Where's Bill? Oh. Did they psych you out?
No, well, he was down the hallway.
Oh.
And I didn't know if he snuck down there. He wanted to go out or he took a pee or what.
So just a few races that I watched today at Gulfstream. I'm starting to think that you want to be inside. I'm thinking that you want to be speed. If you remember, we were trying to get alive to the 4-5 here. Oh my God, the 4 is 6-1.
Is it raining?
It kind of looks like it's raining. Can you tell on that TV? But you know what? The gate crew is wearing those big parka overcoats like you got in football. Remember when you're a bench warmer?
Yeah. Grossman says, how many times did you bet against Zenyatta?
Yeah, I didn't bet any. It's California racing and it's stakes racing. There was no need for me to ever even look at Zenyatta. If this 4 wins, this is going to be a big miss for us. I had no idea this horse was going to be 6-1. No idea. I hope you guys remembered that we were trying to get alive to this horse. I hope someone caught him off of that. Sorry, we wasted too much time in a bad race and we had a good race that worked out perfectly for us and we weren't able to get you on it. That's a miss right there, Bill. That's a big miss.
I feel it.
That's a big miss right there. Oh. But you know what? I did like doing the odds line for the Aqueduct.
Oh, you like doing odds line.
I do.
I know you do.
I do, because I think guys should do that more, especially if you're starting out. You should play with those odds line. They really help. I use them when I'm in a slump. They're my slump busters. When I tell Bill we got to go back to basics, Back to basics, and we need to make smart bets.
It is raining.
Yeah, it's definitely raining out there. So we got nothing else at Aqueduct. And notice, okay, so the 7 was 4 to 5. So I called the inside of the track and speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at biases, you don't just look at the first place horse, right? A lot of times, you just want to see horses outrun his odds. So you got the 4 winning. He was the first horse to the inside with speed. That's why I was trying to get alive to him. I just wish we had more time. The 7 was the big 4 to 5 favorite. Of course, you know, obviously he had some things to like about him, but he's outside. But notice who got 3rd and 4th at really long odds. They both outran their odds.
Right.
You know, I'm more proud. So whenever we do racing, if you guys notice, even when we're losing, I'm more proud about my calls on how the track's playing.
Oh, yeah, it's raining good. Oh, shit.
Bentley, come on. Oh my God, you look so damn good. Look at you.
Remember, it is firearms hunting season now. Please do not just let the dogs out and run.
Oh,
Put them out, keep an eye on them, and bring them back in.
was that a PDA? Oh, or public
PSA.
PSA.
Public service announcement to my boys.
Oh, you did that for your kid. I didn't know if you.
Yeah.
I thought you were just doing that as a public service for.
No. Just for the boys.
How good you look.
I like his white puffy feet.
Oh, dude, he's so whatever shampoo they use is fucking amazing. I use some shampoo, but it's bunk compared to what they use.
He says, I get that one myself.
Yeah.
He says, let me sniff your dick.
Good boy.
You ever heard that song? Let me smell your dick?
Yeah, I did. Come here. Come here, Winston. Bentley, you leave him alone. You don't want him snapping at you. You should have established yourself before.
It's really going to be too late. You know,
It's too late for you, buddy.
you know who back? Oh, he's standing on the wires. Bentley's standing on the wires. He's pulling your computer off. He's pulling your computer off.
Dude, I'm looking at the wires. He got no wires.
Well, your computer keeps sliding. I'm watching your computer.
Might be me. Oh, it's me. Good call. Me. Hey, Bentley, no more treats. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Go lay down. You tired Winston out already. Come on. Come on.
So anyway, you know who backs down to Winston now?
Everybody.
Boudreaux. He was the last one. Now Maggie still stands tall against him.
Well, yeah.
Maggie's the boss.
Yeah. I'm talking about all your younger dogs.
Oh, yeah. Boudreaux was the last give-in. Now Boudreaux lets him lay by him and everything. He's like, nah, that's cool. That's cool. You can lay here wherever you want, big fella. It's funny.
All right.
What you want to do?
I don't know.
At Aqueduct?
What's that?
Yeah, shut out. You didn't do no other work at Aqueduct?
We can look at Churchill.
I thought Aqueduct had a dirt race coming up right now.
No, we're done. We're done with Aqueduct. That was the 8th race
Oh,
at
that was it?
Churchill. And it didn't turn out to be a betting race. Billy, I got no more treats for you, buddy. Hey, you motherfucker, can you stop drooling? Here. No, Billy, you let him have his snacks. Oh, Mama couldn't deal with that drilling. Mama couldn't deal with that. So we would have. So before we got Bentley, I was looking for a dog, and Bill had a connection to these Mastiffs. Hey, put your lipstick away. You, lipstick away.
Tell him crayon. Put your crayon away.
Put it away. So, anyways, Bill had a line on a deal, breeder that was going to have some puppies. So we would have ended up with one of Winston's brothers. But I just showed Kiki the breed and the size, and she's
Backed
like,
right out.
"Nah, I'm gonna pick." Hey, both of you fags, put your lipsticks away. You too, Bentley. What the fuck's going on? You already have a circle jerk around us.
They're showing off who's bigger.
That's why I'm embarrassed.
That's a dick contest right there.
All right.
Mizzou Man says, take a look at the 3-horse in Gulfstream 6th race.
Oh, yeah, we kind of got off. Yeah, if you guys just fill up our chats with something. If you guys got something, questions, bullshit, picks. So that race is going to be another race off the turf. Let's see if I got the scratches right. Bill, can you look at the scratches for me?
6, yep.
Okay, we got 6.
8.
8.
9. That's it.
That's it. Okay, we got our scratches right. We got that race. Got the. You know what? The back end of the card might be a little bit better. We okay. Oh, except for the last race, there's a lot of scratches. There was a 9-horse field. No, actually 11-horse field. How many scratches we got there, Bill?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, we still got 6 horses there. It's okay. The back half of the, I don't like looking ahead. I'm not good at looking ahead at races because I'm always making adjustments. But this back half of the field, we might get some action on. I know it's been a slow day, but after hitting
Yeah, go to 6. There you go.
after hitting that real nice race at Aqueduct, you know, I could have honestly shut down. If we were betting live money, we possibly would have. I think it's okay to get tight after you hit.
It's okay. I think the winner of this track gets, the better the inside is.
The races at Gulfstream and the last race at Aqueduct haven't been, well, other than the 4 last race. Yeah, so we think we got a bias. We might have some fireworks coming on at Gulfstream.
Let's do it.
You want to do it now? How much time do we got?
14 minutes. I have a question. Wait a minute. Grossman's got a question. Stop every fucking thing. Give an example of how your average marks compares to your other marks. It seems like you added that average mark a few months ago.
No, average has always been there. Average has always been average. So what I do every night is I build a track profile. And how I get the, ooh. Okay, so I build a track profile. And that's how I do my marks. I look up the days and I put them. So average is exactly average. I know a lot of guys, and sometimes Bill wants to think that average kind of means bad. Average means just what it is, average, nothing exceptional. Sometimes averages in a group of slow horses play extremely well. All it means is it was acceptable range for that day. That's all it means. Just like a lot of guys think my 3 heart horses are better than a 2 heart horse or a 1 heart horse. That's not what it means. It just means once you earn a heart, you did something special that day. You went too fast that day. I don't care if you went too fast. It makes sense that a 3 heart horse might perform better than a 1 heart horse, but it doesn't translate that. We hit, you know, big winners off of that. So average is just that. My worst marks are the slow marks, but you still
Circles.
are the circles. So you still got to use.
And the horse that gives us the biggest trouble are the squares.
Are the 3 squares, meaning slowest winner. So my overall philosophy is you use the marks, but you can't be afraid to downgrade the marks. Like that race at Aqueduct. I really like that 2 horse. Going in, I thought if the rail looked good, we'd be on that 2-horse. I really liked that 2-horse last race, right? But I used the overall, my thought of the bias trumps everything. To me, bias trumps everything, then marks, and you still got to be creative with the marks, because all marks, like sometimes when we see those 3-heart horses, but I usually go back 3 or 4 races. You guys all should notice that by now. I try to do three races. California's calling. Guarantee it's nothing but a salesman. Where was I at? Okay, so when you got a 3-heart horse, right?
3 races back.
3 races, but I also believe in you look at the overall work. So sometimes I even downgrading heart horses when they're slow 1 race, they're slow the 2nd race, and all of a sudden they got 3 hearts. I kind of just use my mark to kind of determine how good of a race that was, and that's it. I more use them to determine if the horses are in form. I never bet my best marks just blind, even though a lot of times it seems like it. When we get really sloppy, after we have like quite a few days of a success. And then it'll seem like me and Bill,
we get lazy.
We just rely on the marks and we don't dig. So marks are like speed figures, you know how bad speed figures are for the most part. They haven't made you a winner in all these years of them being available and everyone using them. There's still a lot of interpretation to go with the marks no matter what. I don't even have a good thought on that.
Oh, man. I'm feeling fat and lazy today.
Come on, man.
I feel fat and
You're
lazy.
just stout, man. I like your build.
Well, thank you, buddy. My mom used to say I was built like a spark plug. I never knew what that meant.
All right, so 6. Let's just get into the 6th race then. So we're 7 furlongs on the dirt.
Give me a clicker over there.
Claiming 35,000. The way that 4-horse just won, being first to that rail, and the way the 7 kind of struggled and was never a real threat, makes me. I'm just now thinking today is the rail's been good. Wednesday, I thought the rail was terrible and we were catching winners wide. Yesterday, nothing. So I'm just making the call again. Talking about handicapping, I think one of the biggest skills you can have is watching races, knowing how your track normally performs, and knowing what horses are supposed to kind of be able to do, because all of that is the skill that I kind of use to call these biases.
Grossman said thank you.
I think race watching is probably the skill that most books and most people don't talk about. So right now, we're going to continue this trend of thinking that the inside speed is kind of what we want. We need it to beat us a few times for me to get off of it. But we just threw away a winner that, we would have had. That would have been nice. 6-1 is nothing to sneeze at. So, let's just go back. I read better off the tablet. Is this 6th race the race that my boy Harry, he was supposed to? No, it's not him. So Harry, by the way, Harry, he was supposed to run today and he got scratched out. I noticed a lot of guys already made that clear to me, which is good because great horses need a rest.
Shut up.
So anyways, this 1 horse, stalking closing day last race, this horse earned 2 hearts. It was a mile race. So when these races are, all these 7.5 furlong turf races, they get turned into 7 furlong races. I know you guys know that I usually don't like route to sprints. I'm a little more forgiving in these turf races that were taken off the turf. So this one horse, stalking closing day, yeah, it was at a mile. He did earn 2 hearts. 2 races ago, this horse wired by being the slowest winner of the day. Good race. That's the mark we have the most problem with, those 3 squares. 3 races ago, outside stalking closing day, this horse was in the 2 hole. This horse, he did try to stalk. He went average and matched strides with the slowest winner that day. I like him. I think he gets the inside. Let's just see if there's more speed and someone who can get a better shot at this rail. The 2 horse, kind of the same. Bad rail last race. He was in the 5 hole. He went wire to wire. Notice that was his best race ever. So I think he got aided by the bad rail. When I say his best race, so I don't believe in speed figures. I do glance at them. And I even like to use my bias notes to look and see how these speed figures fluctuate. Even if you're a speed figure handicapper, I think you would benefit by having these like bad rail noted in these kind of notes that I got. But I did notice that he ran his best race ever while the rail was bad and he was in the 5 hole. 2 races ago, average day, then he was slow. 3 races ago, he came out slow and continued to be slow. You know, last race was the only race he showed speed. I don't know if I can trust this horse going to the lead here.
I don't.
Although he does get the inside. Let's keep going. This 3 horse, average, then he got a nice relaxing pace for the slowest winner of the day at the second call. Then he was average again. He just held on. Got a nice speed figure.
That's chalk, 3 to 1.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, I like hearing that the chalk is 3 to 1. That means this might be a good betting race. The 4 horse, we're getting kind of outside. If we find a speed horse, I'm going to need him to really outbreak this field. So the 2 horse, or the 4 horse, he came out almost fast last race, almost earned a triangle last race. Then he was average. That's not a bad race. 2 races ago, he was average, made a closing move, 2 by 1. That was a nice race. But looking at his other three races, this is another horse who showed speed last race for the first time, but not a. Right now, I feel like I'm guessing on which one of these 4 is going to go to the lead. No one's I like my speed horses to be obvious. The 5 horse, slow last race. We're getting outside again. I don't care for him. That's my worst mark, slow.
7.
I am looking at one thing. Hold up, I didn't finish on the 5. I've noticed one thing that might help this horse if you guys are liking him. So at Gulfstream, the real Gulfstream, posts 1 through 3 were dominant. Let's look at this 5 horse. He came out his first race, he was in the 7 hole. He showed nothing. When I say dominant, they were winning like 47% of the time.
Right.
Post 1 through 3 on the dirt. Notice on May 27th, he got that 3 hole. Boom, he wins, right? And that's the only race he looks like anything. But I've been catching these horses that have been running a lot of races outside at the real Gulfstream, coming here and all of a sudden been hitting at a high number. What is he at?
9 to 2.
Not a high number, though. The 7 horse, slowest winner of the day last race, coming off the back end. We're getting outside. I'm still looking for inside speed, so he's not fitting what I'm looking for today. His first race out, he was just slow. 10 horse is average, match strides with the slowest winner last race. 2 races ago, stalking closing day. He was out wide at the real Gulfstream.
That's your second choice right there to the public.
You know what? Still, tell me who's going to get the lead here. Oh, there's more horses. To me, he's not a speed horse, and we're getting way outside again. The 11 horse, 3 races ago. I'll just start with his winning race. He was, again, slowest winner of the day. He was able to wire. Next 2 races he came out, he's just been slow. He won at 27-1. I'm kind of guessing he just hit a weak field that day. Is the 12 in or out? The 12 is
12's in.
in. We're getting too far outside for me to feel comfortable betting these two horses. He was the slowest winner that day. He won by closing. And the race before that, he was slow. I'm looking towards the inside. Bill, tell me who gets the lead
The
here.
1.
I like the 1. I like the 1, 2, 3 here. One of those 3 horses should have the lead. Oh, that's a tough call. Wait a minute, I'm backing off of that. You know, 3 might just get the lead because he's the only sprinter in this race. What is a 3 at? 5-2. Is there a double to be had? Okay, so I'm thinking about going 1, 2, 3 in this race. I'm looking for a double because I'm going kind of wide. The 1 horse, I'm barely going to go over these because I think I'm running out of time here. And that track was dry and now it's wet.
Yeah, it rained its ass off.
When did it start getting sloppy like that? Was it last race?
Last race.
Okay.
I like that 3 a little bit.
3 might show some speed
No,
here.
no. Right here.
What?
Next race.
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, okay. I like the 4 a little bit.
I like the 3, 4, 5. Are all of them going to be long? 6 is going to be in the 5 hole.
I think you got to worry about the 7.
I don't. I'm playing against the inside of the fucking track, but
The
I'm
7's
always going to be
jumping across.
worried about him.
Jumping across the front. Look at
I
it.
think there's enough speed to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to break inside of this 6 horse?
Yeah.
The 5 got enough speed to keep him honest.
7. Don't want to jump across the front.
I think the 4 gets first dibs. I'm going to do a bet here. I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I'm trying to go 3, 4, and I want to hit this kind of good. I might miss this. I'm trying to beat this 7 just because of the outside of the track. If he beats me, it's a gamble I'm going to take. Let's just see what these doubles are paying. I don't have a lot of time here. Oh, shit, I'm not even at Gulfstream. If I have to, I might have to slide that over. Hey, big boy, you got to get out of there.
Winston, get.
Winston, out of there.
Get.
Out of there. Out of there.
Go get on your
Go
pillow.
lay down. There you go. Good boy. Go drool on my couch. I love that.
They ain't drilling now. Only when there's food.
I want to get alive to the 3 and 4. You know what? These doubles are paying huge. I'm doing a small grenade ticket. Lots of combinations. This. Bentley, get out of there. I just told him to get out of there. Come on. Don't be bad. Who did I like here? Bill, I'm going 2, 3. Wait, did I like the 2? No, the 2 is out next race. Oh, okay. I'm clicking the right numbers, but I'm just calling them out. Next race, I'm going 3, 4, 5, and 7. I know it's a fucking grenade ticket. It costs $12 for every dollar you have it. But I think if I could get, and I'm coming back and betting more, and I'm betting more with the 3 on top of those same horses. 3, 4. Who is it? 5 and 7? 3, 4, 5, and 7. I'm hitting that some more. And I'm hitting the win here. I went kind of crazy here.
You didn't leave the 1 off that first leg, did you?
No, I'm betting the 1 and the 2 to win even. I went kind of a little bit more than I thought I was going to go here just because I looked at these double payoffs. I don't think there's a bad double in that bunch. I think if we hit it, even though I did a $12 ticket for every dollar, let me see, our lowest return would be 3 to the 5 or 7, which would be $22, but to the 1, or no, I'm sorry, to the 3 and the 4 would both be 53 and 65, and those are the two horses I'm leaning on more. But I'm really hoping to get the 1 or the 2 home here. Just to be honest, I'm not sure which of those 3 horses should have the lead here. No one's an all-out speedster here. And I am definitely walking and lighting up for this race. I think this could be a real one. One, two, three with the 3, 4, 5, and 7 is the main one. Then I hit 3 on top of those same horses. And then I bet the 1 and the 2. We really need the 1 or 2 here to have a blockbuster. If the 3 wins, we're going to need the 3 or 4 next race. And it'll still be good.
Parsons hit the exacta over there at Aqueduct, try and super for a little
Parsons
boom.
seems like he's been hot today.
It's a little boom at Aqueduct. Hit the exacta, try and super.
He caught up pissed today. He accidentally punched a 3-horse exacta box ticket at the wrong track. He seen it as they were getting off the track. He canceled it, right?
Yeah.
Played his track. It came in.
Right.
At his track, he paid $28.
And it came in at the
He
other
went
one.
back and looked at the other track. Paid $7.99 for a dollar.
Damn it.
I was like, if there's ever a time where you didn't want to check the ticket. And look, the outside horse got the lead. Who was this 11?
40 to 1.
Who was the 11? And he got across easy. And he got across easy.
Right there's the start on the big screen.
This is where biases get you in trouble. You think you got something and it's outside. None of the horses I bet had any freaking speed. This is where I get into trouble. And I think I'm in deadly trouble right now. And I bet too damn much. We got no hope anywhere.
10?
I think it's 10, 12. I think it's all outside.
3 got in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's a bias getting my ass in big trouble. That's gonna pay. Oh, 12 was the main track only. Who was it 10?
Not sure boxed the 10, 11, 12, but didn't want to jinx our play.
Oh, go ahead, man. Dude, I said none of these horses were all out, need the lead type. I see it. I don't have a problem with the results at all. Nice hit. Did he hit the try or the per?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? This is my weakness kind of move. Let's go back. I like re-looking at races that I miss more than the ones that we hit.
Said, let's go back.
Yeah. because I seen something right away, and it's a real weakness in what I do. So we already knew that that there's no confirmed really front runner that I trust. But you know what? I'm not a big class guy. I'm not a big. I believe in class, but it's not one of my top factors. And I underplay class. I underplay class droppers. And just when I looked back at this, something just stuck out to me. So the 2-horse, one of the horses that we were hoping to have speed, is a maiden claiming 20,000 stepping up. The 3-horse was a maiden claiming 35 stepping up. We didn't play the 4, but he was a 50,000, and I just spotted this quick. I didn't spot it before. Remember, I'm a biased player first. That's why we were on the inside. The 10 came out the gate second and was able to control the pace. But now looking at it, I see we're a solid freaking mistake. So everyone that I'm looking at, the 7, maiden claimers stepping up. The 5 we didn't like because he had no speed and he didn't run anything. But he was a horse that actually ran against winners before. First thing I noticed when I looked at my iPad, here's a class. This horse is ran an optional claiming 75,000, a $400,000 stakes race, a $200,000 stakes race. If you were a class player, in all honesty, this horse was a standout. Like I said, I believe in class. It's not one of my top 3 factors. It's an afterthought. Sometimes I'm slick enough to catch it. If you notice, most of the time when I go through handicapping, I can't even think of the last time I really talked about class. Usually when I notice class, it's after a race. But and here's the 11 that flashed some speed. I mean, even he ran with some winners before. Not a 12. He was a worse of the horses stepping up. But in all honesty, I can see why. In hindsight, I can see why this 10 was. But did you see that?
Yep.
Did you catch that either?
Not until now.
Yeah, I seen it soon as I went back and said, "What put this 10 in the winner's circle?" And
I think
it's jumping out now, right?
I was paying too much attention to the inside of the track.
And that's what I say about these biases, man. They can get you in trouble. And I bet more than I wanted to this race because I thought the potential was high. But in hindsight, it was not a good.
So it went 10, 12, 4, 7.
Yeah, it was not a good play on my part. It was not a good play on my part.
Oh, man.
That's horse racing, man. But now I can see why that horse should have been the favorite. Not just because he won either. But I won't change. But I guess for a couple races, I'll notice class a little bit more. He ran for $400,000 stakes. Neither of us noticed that.
I didn't see it at all.
Sometimes those stakes jump out at you because they're ridden. They're ridden out. But I was so excited about the inside of the track and what that call was. So here's the thing. Like I said earlier in the video or earlier in our thing, there's always that 1 or 2 jinky races that jump out. Now going into the next race.
Mizzou man wants you to repeat your explanation about your averages.
Averages is exactly average. They're not good. They're not bad. It just means he ran an average race. Nothing was exceptional.
Usually you're bitching about your back.
Yeah.
Up today.
So an average is not a throwout. An average is never a throwout. It just means that he ran an average race for the profile that day.
What's up, Here he is.
Like here, let's just go back on this 10. So this 10 was this 10 ran in an optional claiming $75,000 race and a $400,000 stakes, right? We already established that in hindsight, all of these horses were stepping up for winners against for the first time, right? This horse, the marks of average, slow, match strides with the slowest winner, didn't really turn me on or really get me excited as much as this fast race on a bad rail or this double heart horse. But this is where the creative part of handicapping comes in. And, average and slowing down at the end against much better horses played really dominant in this race. Even on this $400,000 stakes race. An average at the first call and just slow. The marks looked terrible, but he ran the first part of the race. To me, this is a stronger move than any workout. He did it against real horses, and he did it in a race. And here's a $200,000 race. He was average, slow, but he's not a $200,000 animal. Right now, they just found out this is probably a claiming $35,000 animal. So you still got to be creative, no matter what the marks, no matter what speed figures you're using. You still gotta. Everything's just a small picture by itself. Oh, someone asked me to repeat my picks. You don't want to hear my picks for that last race. They're dead in the water.
He's saying for this race coming up, who are we going to be live to? A shit ton of them, a fucking grenade.
Yeah, we tried to grenade. So I got crazy. I seen a bunch of payoffs. In this seventh race, we were, I was banking. Now I'm going to be a little more cautious. I'm going to go back and look at some of the class now. I got taught a lesson, and I'll forget it again, but
I usually catch that, dude. That's my fault.
yeah, Bill usually catches that. It ain't your fault. You were thinking the same thing I did. We got overwrapped into the inside of the track.
Yeah. Come on here, Landon Phillips.
You got to remember, I truly believe that no matter what you do, you're going to be lucky if you can hit 30% winners. And you're going to be lucky even if you can complete 20% of the winner. To me, the beating the game is demanding price and making them pay. No matter what you do, and I guess in hindsight, even I wouldn't have been that crazy. Even if I would have spotted that, I would have probably tried to beat the 10 because I rely on biases so much. And me catching a 5-2 no matter what, they just don't add to your bankroll enough.
Nope.
But I would have been like to have them to the double. So we were trying to get alive to, who were we trying to get alive to in the double? I think the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 7. 3, 4, 5, and 7.
Man, a beautiful day in Kentucky.
Yeah, they canceled a couple days, or 2 days ago, but they've been running last
Beautiful.
2 days. Oh, the 7-1 there. I would have been looking outside there, but the inside of the track started reforming. That came in 7-2-1. Long shots in Kentucky. Oh, yeah. So I would have liked to have the 10 at least alive to the 3 and the 4 here. Now we glanced ahead of this race. Why don't we go and just start this race over. What is there, just 8 races today, or is there 9?
8.
All right, we only got one more double we could play. We're almost done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss? We have not been able to get rolling doubles. Our days lately have been one big hit.
No, it's been a little while, man, since we rolled a bunch of doubles together.
Yeah, like where we had like 6 doubles lot, you know, just rolling. You work the clicker.
I can't wait till Rio Golf Park Gulfstream comes back. I'm done with Gulfstream.
You're in the 8th race. Let's start with the 7th race. Let's do one of ours. Let's pretend we're down. Let's do the workup again. Start from the beginning.
6 furlongs.
So no matter what today, whether I'm right about the inside of the track, I still step into you want to have speed at Gulfstream. I still believe it's inside of the track, but I think you want to have speed. Even though the last race was 10-12. So this one horse to me still does not have speed. He was average, was the slowest winner. Last race at the distance, he dropped from claiming 16,000 to actually win that race. I still think he is going to be a stalker, probably a deep stalker, possibly even a closer. He's just still not what I'm looking for today. The 3 horse. Inside of the track was good last race. That's a bad race when you got the good part of the track. 2 races ago, from the bad part of the track, he ran a good race. Horse might have speed. I was trying to get alive to him. He has been getting beat by 3 of the horses in here, if not more. Oh, this was a race that Harry He was supposed to be in. Dude, Harry He would have won this race.
No, Native Hawk.
Harry He beats Native Hawk and loses to Harry Hawk. He would have got the inside of the track today.
Oh, Native Hawk's in the 8 hole.
Yeah, I'm not trusting the 8 hole. We're still. I'm hard-headed. I need, like I said, when I made that joke, we need to get beat on the outside a few times. I still kind of feel like I got a big beat. The 3 horse I was trying to get alive to. I thought he had a good shot, but I don't think he's speed. The first horse that I think got real speed is this 4 horse. He's just been banging that $6,000 claimer. He earned a heart in a triangle last race. Stalking closing date. That just looks like a good race to me. The race before that, the rail was bad. Stalking closing day. He kind of stalked. He almost earned 2 triangles in that race. I think if I'm right about the rail possibly bouncing back, he might be a little light on class here. But he's one of those hard-knocking kind of horse. You might just want to find your winner coming out that ran with Harry He, though. The 5 horse. Rated last race. Not that impressive there. He will be in, what, the 3 hole today? Or the 4 hole?
4.
4 hole?
1, yeah, 2 horse scratched. 4 hole.
I don't like his last race, but the race at Tampa, he was fast. He tried to go on that those tough claimers, Travie Boy. So Travie Boy won his last race. We know he stepped up to like a stake $75,000 last week, last Saturday, and was just made me proud. Fuck. He wasn't going to run with those horses. The 6 horse coming from Keeneland, he's probably going to get hammered just because of that alone.
Yep. 3-2.
That's a legit race he ran at Keeneland. He makes it to where I don't know if I can bet this race. Substantial, he should have the class here since we just talked about some class. The 7 is a fast horse. legit fast horse. He's been banging with two of our favorite horses. She's been banging with Harry He and Travie Boy. I'm using him as a guide because Harry He was at 10,000 and worked his way up to 6,000 or 62,000 and now working his way down. Just like I said, Travie Boy worked his way to a fucking $75,000 stakes. Got to be respected. I know this horse got speed. And then the 8 horse, I think he's going to be a stalker closer here. I'm still looking for speed. This race just got kind of mixed up for me.
Yeah, it did.
I hate knowing their names. So my first thought is to fade the Kentucky horse, even though even on my notes say he's going to be tough. I might just be thinking with my trying to make a big payoff. My big payoff side of me says to go with the 4 and make the 4 my heart, or make the 4 my play here. But in all honesty, I mean, we just got taught a class lesson, right? We did just get taught a class lesson.
Yes, we did. Big time. I won't overlook it again.
I still like the 3, even though I don't think he's front. Oh! 17 to fucking 1 on him. Yeah, one race that I love and one race that I don't. Man, this is going to be a tough. If I get paid on this one, I'm going to deserve to get paid a lot. What's up?
Man, I swear to God, I got a kink in my back or something, man. What the fuck?
Do I do the odds line here?
I mean, you're at the point where it's the last thing that's going to be a useful tool. But I mean, if you're looking at a double, you better hurry the fuck up.
Let's go ahead, because maybe if I can find something in the last race, maybe we can just go wide in this first half of it. So this was another mile and 16th race. It's taken off. I believe. What did those other route races do today, Bill? Do you even remember?
Was it one of them?
The 6th race was just happened. That was one of them.
Was it race 4?
Who won race 4? Let me see something. I might not be able to work this out, but I'd rather not have a play than give out something that I feel like I'm sloppy on, to be honest. The 2 horse won that and he paid $3 and he went wire to wire. That's not a good indicator. 3rd race. Was there any more route races today? 2nd race. Well, the 1 horse won that, but he paid $3. These aren't helping.
Grossman says, is there really that much of a difference between 62.5 and 10 G's? Blatt says, big class edge on the 2 in the last race. The 2 is a heart horse.
I tell you what, I like the 1 in the 2, but I don't see your big class edge. I see a little class edge, but you know what? The 1's been running in the exact same class as he. Fuck, you got animal trick in there. This is what I'm thinking, Bill. To the 1 and the 2 next race. Let's see if those doubles are worth it and if I even got time to work it out. I like the 1 and the 2 next race. I'm favoring the inside. There's a couple outside horses that I still like, though. Oh my God, those are making me crazy. Who the fuck are they playing to? Oh, Animal Trick is going to be in the 3 hole. The 8 horse is going to be in the 3 hole. Shit.
Nice move.
You go from the 8 hole to the 3 hole. I wanted to
Nice
take a
move.
stand.
That changes the whole race.
And the 9's going to be in the 4 hole. I think I got a bet. I think it's going to be also kind of more actiony.
I think you should just do it all.
What?
Yep. Yep.
On all. You're not even looking at the payoffs. You can't do an all.
Why can't you? What's the
Because
lowest
the payoffs
payout?
are shit.
What's the lowest one?
On all the what?
What would we like in this race? 7.
I'm doing a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Okay, so 3, 4, all.
No, I got some combination here. 3 and 4 to the 2, 3, 8. Those are going to pay. 3 and 4 to the 2, 3, 8. I'm still on that.
No 1?
Oh, no 1. 6, I can play to the 2, 1, and 2. Wait a minute. Who did I just play? God damn it.
You did 2.
I don't have enough time. I got myself confused.
I think you did 3, 4 with the 2.
I'm calling off wrong numbers is what I'm doing. I played 3 and 4 to the 1, 2, 8. I knew I was calling off bad
1,
numbers.
2, 8.
I called it 3, 4 or something like that. 3 and 4 to the 1, 2, 8. I'm playing the 6 just in case he's the best to the 1 and 2. You can't play the 6 to the 8 because it's going to be garbage. So I need a shot in either this race or the next race. And that's all I'm doing, and I'm just touching this double. I'm not going nuts here. I didn't even like this 6 horse, and now I'm like, man, you got to worry. See, I got taught a lesson, and now I'm looking at class.
Man, Key's having a good old time talking to whoever she's talking to. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
You know, I got one more double that I'm going to tap on.
Oh. Holy crap, Winston. Daddy's back is toast. That feels like toast.
You know what? I just put a saver double 5 on top of the 1, 2, 8, 2. 5 on top of the 1, 2, 8. This is the next race is, I wanted to try to beat this 8 horse, but I didn't realize he was in the 3 hole. And then this race, I'm trying to beat the 6 and the 7, but man.
Hey. Get jumping on him now.
He's been getting me with nut shots like crazy lately. Every time he jumps on me, it's like, fuck. Oh, I got some guys talking about football bets. You got anything this weekend?
I'm looking at a couple, but I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll wait till, you know me, I'll wait till Sunday morning. What do they got going?
Von Paulo likes the Broncos.
At Minnesota?
Mm,
Is that what the game is? Broncos at Minnesota? I don't like that at all. Well, it don't even sound good to me.
You know the line off the top of your head or not
No,
even?
I don't like that game. But I definitely don't like Broncos. Oh, I don't have to have a loose walk on my back. Holy moly. How's it going there, buddy? Down on the floor with the dogs. What's up? I think you almost done growing there, son. I think you almost done.
Yeah, he's thawed out. He's just getting a little wider and a little heavier, but
Almost done, man.
I think we're done on the height. Ooh, look at his tail. His tail looks nice.
Smell like perfume.
Oh, whatever they wash him with smells good.
Oh man, goddamn.
And he's so bright white.
What the hell?
He was
bro?
dirty this morning.
What the hell? It was muddy out there in the yard, huh? Neath all that wet snow. I don't know. Dude, you guys didn't get half the snow we got. We got like a foot and a half of snow.
Got like, I don't know, 6 inches, something like that out
Yeah,
there.
we got.
Well, we had a bit of a melt. Did you guys have the melt yesterday?
No.
Yeah, we had a pretty big melt. Because I was looking at that side of my lawn, and I was like, wow, that doesn't even look like there's that much snow, but it was.
No, Von Paulo likes the Bengals and the Broncos and the Ravens. I don't like Cincinnati for anything. I have to see the point spread on that. I definitely don't like the Broncos going to Minnesota. The Ravens, I like. Oh, Grossman says, I like the Broncos to lose by 17. That's more like it. I don't think
You know
Minnesota has a
what? I
problem.
think I'm dead money again. You got to control. You know what? I might have been wrong about the inside of the track. It was probably a speed. You know, I think when the track got wetter, it changed. Who is this flying? Well, he's not flying anymore. As soon as I said, who is this flying? He just stopped.
He's still moving, just
No, he stopped. You know what? I did not make, I'm confused at Gulfstream.
I'm all for calling it a day.
I'm not betting the next race.
Well, that's good. Clear Parsons' comment. We'll check out.
Man, Gulfstream is not helping me. What, you don't want to just watch the last race?
Nah,
Why not?
Nah.
You're having a good day.
nah,
We had a banger.
nah. They can live without us for half an hour.
Yeah, guys, I'm done at Gulfstream. I'm not going to bet this race either way. I'm beginning to think that it was just a speed, should have been a speed call and not so much a inside post call. And I'm not so sure that this track didn't get super wet after, and I didn't make that adjustment. I don't think it was wet halfway through the day like this. Maybe
No.
I'm wrong.
No, it was not that wet. But anyway, as
So
always,
Joe wants to give it up. His back's hurting. I'm not gonna play this last race. Oh, we don't need this race today and the way they've been at Gulfstream. And we had the 7 in our doubles. It's just I didn't want him at this price, and I'm still trying to fade the outside of the track. He's the one that ran the best with Travie Boy and Harry He. But
On that note,
hold up, I'm watching and we're signing off. All right, go do your thing.
rock out with your cock out, and we'll see you maybe Sunday. I don't know, up to Paul.
Yeah, Sundays are tough. We'll see. Depends on how I do Saturday. Yeah, I get it. And the weather. But all right, guys. Thanks. I hope you guys hit that one nice race that we had, and I hope that made your guys' day. Gulfstream is still, I'll be glad when this West card is over. But all right, guys, take it easy. Good luck.
Peace.